Hey guys, welcome to Following Lucha. We are the lore keepers of Lucha Underground. We're the most successful podcast in TikTok history.
Let's go, dude.
I know, 100K on one TikTok. Oh my God,
That's
we're
insane.
legends. And by we're,
man.
I mean you, Steven. You edited all those this week.
Oh my gosh.
Been
I
crushing
mean,
it.
it wasn't even about us though. It's about like other people who are more successful than us.
What are
It's
you
like,
talking about?
is it really our TikTok? It's
Yes.
not somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Steven, our TikTok about the Voros twins being in the crowd for Dana Bryan's retirement was our biggest smash success in following Lucha
Dude,
history.
I'm surprised the Brian Cage one got a lot of views.
Oh my God, yeah, I don't understand that
It's
either.
Brian Cage, you know? Like, who cares?
I think it's just like there's so little Lucha Underground content on that website that
It's our
maybe
niche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. But most importantly, Steven, above all of that, I am sweating profusely. My hair is tied
Good.
back. I am sick as fuck. So
I'm not sick.
you're not
I'm
sick.
always sick.
Yo, hell yeah, you are.
It's a synonym for cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's pretty awesome. You were sick a few months ago though, so like it's about
It
time.
was.
You know, it's
I
about
was sick.
time.
I can't say with what. It was just a sickness, you know?
It was definitely COVID.
Yeah. You know what I like about sicknesses? Like all
what's-
like the generic ones,
what's
like
that?
the cold and well, I guess the flu is more common now, right? Like you get like when like the generic bad symptoms of like just coughing for a day, and like oh yo, you know I can cure that. You can do anything, right? Because if you do anything, eventually one of those things is gonna be when your sickness ends. When you have like a virus
Steven,
that's like just not.
You're going
good.
into a conspiracy against modern medicine.
What?
Do you
What
realize
mean?
this is what you're doing in
No.
the first 2 minutes of following Lucha this week?
No, what do you mean? but like, what if you're taking a shit, right? And like, oh shit,
I'm curious.
I lost my sickness while taking a shit. That's
Oh my
awesome.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'll have to try
Yeah.
that after we're done recording. That's
Just
what I'll
take
have
a
to
shit.
do. Exactly.
To get rid of your sickness.
Precisely. Well, Steven,
Yeah.
this week we are back to Lucha Underground. Of course, last week we watched an episode of Arrow starring Cody Rhodes. It was
I felt
shit.
like so long ago, by the way.
Oh my
gosh.
God. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a week and a half ago since we recorded.
I guess,
you know?
but like I think because like last week we recorded on Wednesday because we had to do stuff for the weekend, and we thought nothing would happen that weekend.
Yeah, we did. We said that we were gonna re-record the entire episode if something big happened, but I don't think
Yeah.
anything that big happened. You know,
Nah,
like
nothing
some
big
CM
happened,
Punk
dude.
news. Okay, he's lame anyways.
whatever.
You know,
SmackDown.
Cody,
dude?
he's a
Who
fucking
cares?
traitor. I don't give a shit about him.
It's fucking mid Carter, dude.
Yeah,
Who cares?
honestly. So, no, we missed out on a shit ton. It's not really relevant at this point, so I doubt we'll talk too much about all that stuff in the current event seg.
I can
But
talk about Hell in a Cell. I watched like one of the matches.
yo, I did
was
too.
pretty sick.
I watched the main. We can talk about the main, but Steven, before that,
It was really good, by the way.
it was insane.
Spoilers.
Yeah. We need to talk about season 1, episode 15 of Lucha Underground. Eye for an Eye.
Oh my gosh.
This episode, of course, aired on February 18th, 2015. Steven, you remember that date well, don't you?
Yes, I
Yes.
was there.
In the temple.
I was alive.
Oh, just on Earth.
I was on Earth.
What were you doing
Probably-
on February 18th, 2015? If you had to guess.
It's probably at home playing Splatoon or something. I'm gonna be honest.
Little 14-year-old
that or
Steven.
Smash. That or Smash Bros.
That makes sense.
Probably Smash Bros. I think I was playing Smash Bros.
Yeah,
at the
was
time a lot.
Splatoon even out yet? I don't know if it was.
It should have been. It's like on the Wii U, right? In like 2011.
Oh, you're right.
Not 2011. Like
what the fuck?
13 was it? 14?
No, it had to be like 2015. It had to be like this
don't
year, I
know.
think.
I don't know when
Steven,
Splatoon
pull it
came
up.
out.
Steven, this is
Pull it
important
up.
lore for Lucha Underground. We need
Yeah?
to know when Splatoon came out.
When did the Splatoon come
Pull
out?
it up.
2015.
Yo, I'm right. You're wrong,
May.
bitch.
So I am wrong.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
So I'm always wrong. I was playing Pokemon then.
Yo.
Sucks.
That's pretty sick. Well, Steven, in the recap for this episode of Lucha Underground, we start off finding out that Big Rick, our man, the dude who reminds you of Metal Gear Solid, for some
Heck yeah.
reason, that
I
dude,
love that. Because he has an eye patch.
he does have an eye patch. That TikTok killed it.
Sam got
honestly.
the reference.
Yeah, no one
Sam
else
got
did.
it. I got it.
What do you
That's all that
mean?
matters.
You made the joke.
I like the joke. It was
Oh
a
my
good joke. I thought it was
God.
good. You just didn't get it because you don't play the games. You're not cultured.
You know what? I apologize. 105 other people.
You need to
also
play
got the
Metal
joke.
Gear Solid now.
No, you're right.
Best game ever.
I have to just understand the one TikTok. I'll get on that.
Yeah.
But the point is, Big Rick is about to sin, Steven. That's what we learned in the recap.
He's about to sin.
No.
He's gonna do jack off.
What
man.
is jacking off a sin?
Is it not? I thought it was a sin.
I didn't think so.
I don't know. I'm not Christian, you know.
I don't.
I could just be making stuff up and offending people who are
What
religious.
Is your religion, Steven? Let's get into it. This is
Oh,
important.
I'm more agnostic than anything, really.
What the fuck, coward? Make a decision. Okay.
I'm just like I don't. I never really cared, you know.
Oh, you're
I never
right.
grew up with religion.
You're right. You're right. You're
I
right.
don't know. It's not a religion podcast.
It doesn't matter, Steven. It doesn't matter what creed, race, religion you are. In the temple, we're all believers.
We're all Lucha fans.
Exactly. So, also in the recap, we have a little reminder of the storyline going on right now between Phoenix, Mil Muertes, and Katrina, where Phoenix is just hardcore cucking Mil Muertes behind his back.
It makes you feel better. I liked how this intro today was really long, like insanely long.
The intro, like the
And then
first
you got
egg,
even,
or
like,
the recap?
The recap.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, it went even longer when Matt Strike was on commentary
Oh my
telling us
God.
what happened last week. After we got a recap of what happened last week,
Oh yeah.
it's like too much for me, man.
No, it was perfect. It was perfect because we also saw that Black Lotus is coming after something named Matanza. We learned this in the recap.
Oh my gosh.
That Chavo is soon to be murdered by Mil Muertes. You know,
I've been to Mexico. Did they ever forgive him for that?
Steven, we need to get into
Or
it,
they
okay? Dude,
just
I have
forget.
so much about Mexico and Chavo that we need to talk about on this episode.
It's good news.
Because we're the lore keepers. It's our job, unfortunately, to sort it all out. Because the company
No.
isn't. Okay? And then.
They gave up on the Chavo storyline.
Oh,
like
they
Mexico.
definitely did. Holy
It was so
shit.
interesting. That's the thing that I'm really sad about.
Oh my
It was like
gosh.
low key, like my favorite part of Lucha Underground for
Yeah.
a bit was just the Chavo Guerrero stuff.
And rightfully so. But I think
Oh.
it makes sense because remember when Sam was on the podcast a couple weeks ago? He confirmed
Yeah.
for us. Remember that like story in the first couple episodes of like the Mexican luchadors didn't have their visas, and so
Ah, makes sense.
that's
yeah.
probably why Chavo was their main star. If I had
I
to
mean,
guess,
I mean, it was either him or Seki Star, you know.
I guess.
pick one.
No, you're right. It could have been Pimpinella Escalarta. To be fair, you know,
That's
Pimpy,
fair.
Pimpy. Mexico
Very
hates Pimpy.
marketable.
That'd be so sad. Oh no. And then the final part of the recap is that Alberto El Patron has arrived in the temple, Steven, and he was attacked by Tejano.
Dang.
Crazy stuff, I know.
Dang.
But this episode starts out specifically with a matchup, Steven, between Mil Muertes and Chavo Guerrero. And
Whoa.
this was teased last week. Remember, like, after Mil Muertes had just choked out Katrina for fucking Rey
Yeah.
Phoenix? And then he also choked out Chavo and was like, I know what you stole
No,
from
he
me.
didn't. Did he choke him out? I thought he just like beat him up.
He choked him out against the wall. And Chavo collapsed
Oh.
to the ground. Yeah, he choked both of them.
Okay. Poor Chavo was just chilling, you know. He's like, oh man, I gotta be on TV this week. That's
He
awesome.
really is. He really is, Steven.
Poor dude.
And this is where things get confusing, okay? Because,
Yeah.
oh, god damn it. Steven, talk for a second. I have such
Okay.
bad
So
heartburn.
in the
all of a
beginning
sudden.
of the intro, right? Master is like, hey guys, I want to recap Lucha Underground this week. And then Vampire just starts choking the dude for no reason. I don't know if it was part of the script or not, but Vampire just chokes Matt Striker
Yeah, it's
on the
awesome.
commentary table. It was insane.
Yo, shout
then-
out to Mariachi El Bronx, by the way, for being the only musical act in the temple for like the past month, okay? They're sick.
They make bank, dude, you know?
Hell yeah, they do.
Or it's their only gig. It's either one.
But I missed that completely. That
Yeah.
he was choked. I mean, it happens though. It happens, Steven. It's a
happens.
toxic work
So,
environment. this
during
temple.
the match.
No,
Chavo-
Don't rush ahead, Steven. Don't do
No.
that.
Oh.
No, because Matt Striker says Chavo kept... Okay, god damn it. This is so confusing. So let's get into it, Steven. If you remember, Chavo Guerrero was threatened by Conan like a couple months ago after he beat up Blue Demon Jr., okay? After Chavo
Right.
beat up Blue Demon.
That was the first story.
Yes, Conan came up to him and
Yeah.
said, Mexico is after you, okay? Which
I
is
fucking hate you, dude.
so ominous. And then, after a while, Mil Muertes just had a thing pop up too randomly where apparently Chavo stole something from Mil, but we don't know what it is. You speculated it was the napkin, but we know from this episode it was not the napkin.
It's not even a napkin. It's a rock, apparently.
Well, yeah, it's a rock inside a napkin.
How was I supposed to know it was a rock?
Because
it's just
of the
a napkin.
We know this because of the
screen.
promo a while ago about Mil Muertes eating rocks.
Well, I knew that. I knew
Yeah.
that about him eating rocks. I didn't know it was a rock from the place that he ate from. I assumed he
Yeah,
would eat
from the
that rock,
volcano
too.
that murdered his family. It's what it is.
Yeah.
What it is. But
Happens.
The point is, Chavo apparently stole something from Mil. So this is theoretically a separate storyline from Mexico being after Chavo, right? Like two
The
separate people are
aftermath.
after Chavo Guerrero. But
We
Matt
skipped the
Striker,
climax, by the way, for
What's-
this storyline.
what's the climax?
There's no climax for the storyline. I just went to the ending.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
Really,
So Matt
really
Stryker
stinks.
says Chavo kept Mill from beating up Blue Demon, which I think is true. If you remember back to the first episode of Lucha Underground, or the second maybe, it was Mil Muertes versus second episode. It was Mil Muertes versus Blue Demon. Chavo came
Right.
out to save Blue Demon, and then that's when he beat the fuck out of him, like, and sent him on a stretcher to a local
And I was
medical
like, yo,
facility.
bro, why would you beat him up? I was gonna do that, dude.
Exactly, which seems very petty for fucking Mil Muertes, but you know, I
Yeah.
guess that's where we're at. But then Matt Stryker says that Katrina once warned Chavo about Mexico being after him, which is not true. That was Conan. So, like,
They don't know the lore, man. Like us.
like,
Us super fans.
I don't understand it. I don't like. Is Mil acting on behalf of Mexico? Is
Does
Mil?
Mil care about Mexico?
I don't know. I wouldn't imagine
'Cause,
he
like,
does.
The country, like, you know, kind of killed his family.
Exactly. I feel like it's a place he wouldn't want to go to, not a place he would want to think
Yeah.
of. So I don't fucking know what Mil Muertes' motivation is. We don't know what he stole. We don't know any
Just
of
an
this
angry
shit.
dude.
He really is. And so
Yeah.
for this match, Steven, it's Chavo versus Mil. Mil wants revenge for whatever the fuck, and there's no Katrina at ringside. Katrina does not
What?
come out with Mil. I know.
Why?
I don't know.
Why would they do that?
But the crowd is chanting, "Where's Katrina?" Which is good.
They don't know the other guy's name. That's why they don't really care about Mil.
They don't know Mil's name.
No.
That's so sad. That's so sad.
How do you chant Mil?
How do you?
How do you chant for
Mil
him?
Muertes. Mil
Okay,
Muertes.
okay.
Steven, what the fuck?
Doesn't really roll off the tongue as like Katrina does, you know. I feel like Katrina's a better chant.
Mil Muertes. They're both 3 syllables, man. It works. You're just being
Nah,
picky.
No, it's the mue. It's the mue.
How do you chant
in the name.
Chavo? Chavo. Chavo.
That one works. That one works a
no,
lot,
you're right.
actually.
You're right.
That one works really well.
But I think, Steven, this is marking
Uh-huh.
Chavo's fall from grace, maybe, or at least I thought that to begin with. But
He's
then,
been falling for a while.
well, yeah, it's
I don't know where you've been.
been a descent, unfortunately. But Chavo
dude, man.
beat the shit out of Mil Muertes for a lot more of this match than I expected. And so, like, the storyline was kind of like, oh, is Mil Muertes lost and without direction with no Katrina here? You know, like, can he not do all the things he was once able to? And
No.
then, as soon as, like, Matt Stryker's talking about this, as he's speculating, Katrina
Uh-huh.
comes out at the top of the temple. And she has
Just, ow.
the napkin.
Oh my gosh.
I
the
know.
napkin
I
with The
know.
Rock?
With The Rock, Dwayne Johnson
The
is
Rock.
inside that napkin. Oh my god.
Speaking of Matt Striker Vampiro, I think Matt Striker said something about Chavo doing a move, and then Vampiro's like, that's an old school way of saying that move. That's why you are my teacher.
I do remember that. That's why
It's
you
like,
are my
what?
teacher.
It's like, I don't know if it's like a reference to like Matt Striker being a teacher in the past, or
Oh,
like
probably.
Vampiro just like complimenting him, being like, yo, you're so
Yeah.
smart, dude, that
That's
you're
very
teaching
funny.
me how to commentate.
That's very funny. But yeah, Mill is getting pounded without Katrina. She appears with a napkin.
Yeah.
And it's at this point, Mill is very distracted by Katrina on the outside. And he's just like staring at her and like frozen still. When Chavo ends up going for a chair under the ring, he gets back into the ring, smashes Mil Muertes, a distracted Mil Muertes over the back.
And then he just no sells the chair.
well, yeah,
It was awesome.
he does. He's unaffected.
That's
is the
like
thing.
Chavo's signature move is using a
The
chair,
chair
you
shot,
know?
you're right,
It's
you're right.
injured people before for like months.
It really has. It really has. Poor Blue Demon. But also, I feel like we're not setting up Blue Demon for. You're right. We're not setting him up for success here in the temple.
Has he been? Where has he been for the past like 5 episodes?
I don't fucking know, man.
I think he's last been like the Royal Rumble, not Royal Rumble, the equivalent of like a battle
Oh,
royale. Right?
Aztec Warfare. Yeah, you're right. You're
Was
right.
he even in Aztec Warfare?
I don't even think he was, but I don't know.
I think it was like in the qualifiers, right?
I don't know. I have no clue. But basically, Mil Muertes is unfazed by the chair shot, and he starts fucking up Chavo hard style. Okay. And it's at,
Shoot chair shots like
Yeah.
Undertaker.
and it's at this point Matt Stryker says, "quote The leather-laden liquor is trying to walk away from Mil Muertes."
Dang, that's some vocabulary right there, dude. I don't know what
yeah.
that means though.
Well, because Katrina wears leather, and she licks people,
Oh.
thus the leather-laden liquor.
Oh, I thought you meant like alcohol, like liquor.
No, Licker. It's crazy.
Oh, that's
Um,
kinky, dude.
It's a little
Awesome.
kinky. She tries walking away from Mill after he's fucking up Chavo. And then Mill's like, don't you fucking walk away from me. And he grabs her by the hair, okay? This is crazy. And then he like drags her into the ring and like forces her head down, like on
A
top of Chavo.
non-consensual lick to somebody else. was
very
insane.
non-consensual as he forces her to lick Chavo Guerrero. It's fucked up, Steven. This is not okay.
She's like, no, I don't want to lick Chavo. He's sweaty. I don't want that in my body.
Exactly, and she's
And I was like,
resisting.
no,
She's resisting.
do it.
She won't lick him. And so Mill, he gets fed up. He grabs Katrina and he sets her up for the flatliner, Steven. Oh my gosh, but will he do it?
Does he? Does he?
No, Phoenix shows up and
Oh.
kicks him. He saves the love of his life, Katrina.
Yay! And then they make out. It was awesome.
They do,
started
Phoenix
they
and
start
Katrina.
tugging each other. It was sick. It was like Sammy, what he does to Tay every
Hell
week.
yeah, they actually came on each other, Steven. That was awesome.
That was sick.
That
I
was
love when
so
wrestlers come.
right in front of Mil Muertes. That was awesome. Vampiro loved it. And also
Matt Striker's like, oh my gosh, that's awesome, guys. I
that's
think he didn't do
awesome.
it though, right?
Hmm?
I think it was this segment where Matt Striker's like, oh, not even I like this. This is kind of pervy. And I know,
Yeah.
me,
Yeah,
not like this.
Was that even right here? I think that was later in the night, Steven.
Was it
I think
later?
that
Okay.
that was later in the night where something about
Because
like,
it
someone
makes sense for
pervert.
both segments. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no, and also like just because someone else is a perv doesn't mean you're not also a perv, Matt Striker.
Right,
You know,
like us.
Both can be true. What?
Mhm.
Are you saying that
Like
you're
us.
a perv?
We're both pervs.
What are you
but we like to
talking
make fun of
about? My
other
girlfriend
pervs.
literally looks like Paige. Okay, I'm not a perv.
Dude, my girlfriend looks like 2016 Page, bro.
Oh my
Alright.
god! Oh my god!
I don't know if that's the right year. I think they might say like 2014 Page or
I
something.
don't know. But basically, Steven, throughout this match, there's a whole bunch of choking going on, and Vampiro consistently refers to it as goozling whenever someone gets choked. And
I'm gonna goozle
why?
you.
Why does goozle mean choke?
You know, I'm pretty sure Vampiro for this episode was like on something because he started speaking Spanish for like, a lot
Hell
of it,
yeah!
just for like no reason.
Hell yeah! It's pretty
I think
sick.
he's either like flexing his tongue or someone told him to start speaking Spanish.
Do you
Like
think
one of the higher ups was like, "Yo,
Goozle-
we hired you because you spoke Spanish.
that's why
So
they
you better
hired him?
do it now."
Oh my gosh! They should have had a half English, half Spanish speaking commentary team. Oh my god!
It's
They're
so
missing
good.
out. But so that's it. Goozle is a Spanish word, you're saying? I
I'm
think
gonna
so.
Goozle right now, dude.
Oh, perfect.
Welcome.
And also, Steven, after this match, after the makeout session between Phoenix and Katrina, we
Sure.
cut to
Oh.
like the city streets at night, okay? And it's Black
At night.
Lotus, the woman searching for this thing called
Oh my
Matanza.
gosh.
This thing that Dario Cueto is familiar with. It's also unclear all the details,
What
but
could it be?
she has some keys. Okay, Black Lotus has some keys, and she enters into some like really dark building and goes up some stairs, and that's the segment, which is
It was like
I
a
know.
minute long.
It really
It's like, what
was.
happened? Like you blinked and you literally missed like half of it.
Hell yeah. Well, Steven, after that,
They ran out of budget. That's why.
did you find out about Goozle, by the way?
Oh no.
What
You
the
wanna- How do you
fuck?
spell goozle?
Goozle, I assume.
A goozle in American English is a noun to the throat, the gullet, or the guzzle.
Okay. So it's like saying I throated him. I goozled him. That's
I'm
cool.
gonna throat you, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna throat you so hard.
I'm gonna throat you right now, dude.
Damn. Muertes is awesome. Oh my god. That's so cool. That's my gimmick, Steven. So we go
Yeah.
from Black Lotus snooping around to Dario Cueto's office, actually, Steven. And do you remember who's in Dario's
Different.
office?
If I'm trying to remember correctly, it might have been one of the wrestlers on the show today.
Steven, it
I
was
think
the
it was
crew.
Brian Cage.
No, it was
Oh.
the crew.
Was that later on then?
It was Mr. Cisco, it was Cortez Castro, and it was Bale. Okay, how would you
Boys.
forget? Those are our boys. Okay,
I'm gonna be honest. I still can't tell them apart. Like I don't know
That's
who's
fucked up.
they all have the same attire. I don't know who's who. you know?
Cortez Castro is the bald one who's short. Wait, they're all bald.
I thought they were all
Fuck.
bald.
You're right.
They're all bald. You can't even tell them apart. You're telling
Mr.
me I'm racist, dude.
You're so
Messed up.
racist. Wow.
Messed
Mr.
up, man.
Cisco is the big boy. Bale is the
Is he?
tall
They're all
boy.
kind of big boys.
No, Cortez Castro is very in shape. Cortez Castro is in shape. Mr. Cisco looks pudgy, and then Bale looks tall.
He looks like a random dude from the streets of LA.
He really does, from Royal Heights. It's true.
Aw.
But Dario says that moment a few weeks ago, crew, when you beat up Big Rick, that's a moment I'm going to tell my grandchildren about. Me too.
I'm telling my kids about you beating up this one big urban dude.
The urban thing? Hell yeah. But no, I also plan to tell my grandchildren. And he says, if you three want to stay in the main event scene, you need the proof that that performance against Rick was not just a fluke Okay.
What did they do against Rick? They just beat him up for a match.
Yeah, they
not even a
shoved
match. They
cigar
just
in his
beat
eye.
him up.
Yeah, they blindsided
Okay.
him and fucked up
Pretty
his
cool.
eye. I mean,
It's not like main event level or things, you know?
No, when it's
Maybe.
3-on-1, it's really not that impressive. I have to be honest. And so
Yeah.
Dario says, if you want to do that, if you want to prove to me that you guys belong in the main event, tonight in the main event, you're going to fight 3 underdogs that should have never survived in my temple. I want you to take them out.
So why is that the main event?
I don't
If they're
fucking
just
know.
Fucking losers.
If they're supposed to earn their spot in the main, if they're supposed to like prove they deserve to be there, you shouldn't put them there, right? I'm not
like the
insane
main
for thinking
event
that.
of UFC being Mike Jackson versus like CM Punk, you know? No,
That
that's a
wasn't
mid-card
the
match,
main,
dude.
was it?
That's a mid-card match.
That
at
wasn't the
most.
main of that show.
No,
There's
it
no
was
way.
mid-card. It was mid-card. The main's for like
Okay.
the fucking title or some shit like that.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But the 3 underdogs, the 3 freaks that Dario Cueto hates, are Masquerita Sagrada, Pimpinella Escalarta, and Sexy Star.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really know. This is kind of
Well, to be fair, what does Sexy Star have for her? You know, she's just a woman, but like they have another woman who's wrestling.
huh?
You know?
And that
Sexy Star. What's her unique thing about her?
she's fighting
Besides
for all
being,
the
like, a bad
abused women out
person.
there. No, she's fighting for all the abused women. You know,
So is Katrina.
Katrina.
You know,
Katrina's not fighting for the abused women.
is
What do
she?
you mean? She's not
getting
even
abused
fighting
right now.
She's getting abused, but she's not doing anything about it. She's just fucking Ray Phoenix. That's crazy.
Yeah,
she's getting
that's
throated
doing
by.
more than fighting for women. That's like saying, "Yo, I'm better than you."
I don't
know?
follow the logic, Steven. I don't.
No,
No,
it's better to cuck people than to fight them.
Also, Katrina's a ghost. Like,
It's also true.
I don't think she cares about women's rights. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
Yeah.
What year was she born, dude?
I don't actually know.
She looks really good for her age, by the
She
way.
really
Good
does.
for
She
her.
really, she's. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know how. I assume she looked like a granny by
But
the
she's-
time of like
no.
the airing of
Maybe
this.
she
Unless
died
like
very young, so she just always looks like that. You know?
maybe
Maybe.
like a
maybe.
supermodel
Mm-hmm.
and she died. Yeah.
In John Moxley's book, he talks about Maxine because I'm reading that right now. He talks
Why
about
is she mentioned?
because they were in FCW together, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She was like their ring
Is it like
announcer.
after NXT or before?
Pre NXT. This is again FCW was pre NXT. Steven. You
Who
know
watched
this.
FCW? I'm gonna be honest.
The people who got it on their local
No,
cable.
no, not NXT. I mean like NXT game show.
Oh.
She was on that.
No,
Yeah,
this
season
was yeah.
3,
It was
was it?
before.
I think
FCW was
women.
before.
Okay.
You know.
I only watched one FCW match in my life. It was like the Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose match,
Let's go.
where the winner got like a medal.
Let's go.
That was the
pretty
title. It was just the medal. It was so great at the time that they had like an Iron Man 60-minute match, and all they got was a medal
Oh
when
shit!
they won.
He does. He talks about that as well.
It's like match though.
Honestly. So we go from that, Steven. The crew is going to be in the main event. I'm so excited for them. To another matchup, Steven. It's going to be Son of Havoc versus Angelico. And
Again? No way.
Again, a rematch. And we cut to the ring. Ivelisse is on the microphone, okay? And she says, Havoc was supposed to have a rematch with Angelico tonight. But I think it's best if I fight for Havoc and fight his
The
battles
crowd
for
hated
him.
this dude.
Yeah.
The poor crowd, like, oh fuck, we came to watch Son of Havoc, dude. I don't care about the other
I
girl.
know, this is bullshit. Which is great for them for like realizing the crowd loves Son of Havoc and playing into it. I think it's like perfect.
I wonder, like, what was advertised for this card? Like, was it Son of Havoc versus Angelico?
Well, yeah, right? Because that's
That
her whole thing.
sucks, man.
She's saying that she's gonna fight his battles for him.
That's false advertising, dude. This poor guy's in the crowd. He
Card
got
subject to
screwed.
change, Steven. Card subject to change. We know this. We know this. And
Seth Franklin Rollins, man.
fuck Seth Franklin Rollins. Vampiro says, Havoc is kind of blind. He's just not seeing it. His girlfriend is a bitch.
No, wrong character. That's Big Rick, dude.
Oh, you're right. You're right. His girlfriend's such a bitch. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm so surprised they just call her a bitch, like, on
Right?
camera. That's insane to me.
But I
'cause,
guess
like,
when it's her gimmick, like she calls herself the baddest bitch in the.
well, I feel like it's different when you call yourself the baddest bitch and just like that woman's a bitch, dude.
Yeah, no, it's a little tough.
You know?
It's a little tough. You're not wrong.
It's kind of weird.
And the entire story of this match is that Ivelisse is a very tiny woman and Angelico is a large man, and he's trying to force her to kiss him, which
He's
has
the face.
been the story for like 7 different Lucha Underground matches so far.
We hate women.
We really
Well, we
do, I
like
guess.
women. We just like them in a weird way.
Yeah, the crowd is
Or we
even like
force
they're
them to do
they're
stuff
on
for us.
Angelico's side. They're chanting "Bay so,
Why?
Bay so, Bay so" all throughout
He
the
has
match.
cool gear, but the guy's just a creep, dude. Like, canonically, he's just a weirdo. You
Honestly.
know? always trying to make moves on some other guy's girl who doesn't even want it.
Messed up.
Not like, at least Phoenix has consent with Katrina, man.
We assume.
Maybe, unless she's like, I don't.
Is it really consent when she's been abused? You know, when she's been abused and she's looking for refuge, you know, can she really make an informed decision?
Is this how we gaslight people to like not being into being abused again?
It's messed up.
Oh well.
It's messed up. But Steven, at one point, what the fuck is his name? Angelico pops up Ivelisse into the air and lets her just fall flat down on like her interior.
Oh, he does like a razor's edge.
That's his finisher, the razor's edge. But there's one point where he just pops her up and she falls flat down.
Oh, I remember. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
And then Matt Striker says, "Oh, that's about a $10,000 fall."
Oh man.
I think implying that, that Ivelisse has fake breasts is that she's a prostitute.
No, it's just fake breasts.
Oh,
it's gonna be funny. Like she costs $10,000, man.
Wow. Maybe she has both.
Second.
She can have fake tits and be a prostitute. Steven.
Progressive,
we don't know.
you know.
Honestly, yeah.
We don't hate women, by the way, you guys. It's just the subject of not following Lucha, the subject of Lucha Underground.
Yeah, it's really hard to avoid. Matt Striker and Vampiro.
We're not racist, by the way. It's just the company's racist that we're making fun of.
The urban thing was not our phrase. We did not come up with that. But Angelico at one point gets kicked in the head by Son of Havoc, Steven, while the ref was tending to Ivelisse and he was distracted. And so Ivelisse rolls up Angelico after this and she gets the win. Yeah.
Honestly, well-deserved win, you know?
Yeah, I was cool with Ivelisse winning. And now it's going to be like, she's delusional. She doesn't realize Son of Havoc helped her, so she's going to keep being like a jerk to him, you know?
I just realized every match today, like most of the matches today ended with a roll-up.
Again, I feel like this is a lot of Lucha Underground, you know? This is just,
I guess it keeps people protected, right? If they lose a roll-up?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if she pinned him clean, you know?
No, that'd been awesome.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I would have loved that.
Did you love afterwards when Angelico got in the mic and was like, "Yo, Ivelisse"?
Dude, when he got on the mic, I got so scared.
Well, you should have been scared because he basically says, "Ivelisse, if you ever want to have sex, tell me. Let me know. Hit me up." And then he leaves.
A lot of cuck angles this week.
A few cuck angles.
How is he the face, by the way? He's literally an asshole. Like,
because he's handsome, you know.
So is Havoc, I think.
He wears a mask. Vampiro literally said in like his second or third match, he wears the mask because he's so ugly. Remember?
It's good personality, you know.
I mean, I guess so. No, you're right. You're right.
He's average size, you know. I feel like he's just taller, like.
So after that match, Steven, we go to maybe one of the biggest.
Personality.
What?
He's got personality, Son of Havoc, you know.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Like actually more than like when I think about it.
No, Angelico dances.
Personality.
Angelico dances. That's like
what's his personality trait besides like
he dances.
being a dude?
He dances and wants to fuck Ivelisse. You know, like that's pretty cool. Like that's literally half of Son of Havoc's character too. Okay.
No.
So yeah.
He's a biker man.
And he fucks Ivelisse. You know.
They used to be siblings.
Oh shit! You're right. I forgot about that.
Canonically.
No. Canonical siblings. You're right. You're right. But, Steven, we go from that match to one of the biggest in the history of Lucha Underground, maybe one of the biggest in the history of our sport, when Superfly took on Tejano.
Wow, I forgot this match happened until you said it, by the way.
Yeah.
I totally forgot this match happened.
It's only notable because beforehand, they air an interview with Vampiro and Tejano.
The guy was flexing his Spanish. It was awesome, dude.
Yeah, I was so excited. These
Vampiro
interviews are my favorite thing on the planet.
He didn't shit talk Tejano in my opinion.
No, he didn't do it as much as he usually does. Which
maybe he was more respectful because he didn't know how to shit talk in Spanish.
Maybe it was not his choice. But didn't Superfly like just have his arm broken by Pentagon, or am I making that up?
Yes, I think that was 2 weeks ago. No, it was Famous B and Ricky.
Oh, Ricky Mandel. You're right.
Our boy Ricky Mandel.
You're so true.
That's my boy right there, dude. That's my wrestler, dude. I'm cosplaying him next time.
You can have him, Steven. I'll cosplay Johnny Mundo, okay? It'll be sick. We'll look badass.
Yeah.
And so we go to this Vampiro interview. It's with Tejano, and you're right. He does conduct it in Spanish. And basically, the gist of it is that Tejano is pissed that Alberto Del Rio is here in Lucha Underground, that he stole the AAA championship, and Vampiro calls him the ex-champion. Vampiro, when he introduces Tejano, is like, here's the ex-AAA champion, Tejano.
The title I didn't care about, that they can't even show.
What do you mean they can't even show?
Do they show the title like on screen? Not like in a cut to the actual like AAA show, but like
Oh, like
bring
did
the
they
title
have
to
it?
the
Like
show
did they let
itself.
them bring it to America? You're right, probably not.
Yeah.
But Teano says El Patron stole my title, and Vampiro says, so why are you here? And he says, I'm here for one reason and one reason only. And then he goes on to list multiple reasons. First is that he wants to destroy Alberto El Patron.
Mistranslation, maybe, you know?
Maybe so. And then the other reason is that he wants to recapture his AAA championship, Steven.
You're in the wrong company, man, you know?
Yeah, honestly, dude, just fucking, he's gonna be back. Like, you don't have to come to America to find him. It'll be
Yeah,
okay.
this ain't AEW. Like, this is literally every AEW storyline right now of, like, ex-Fed guy. Just, I got history of this one dude.
Hell yeah. I don't make that connection. Maybe it's because I'm sick and I'm tired right now, but I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. I'm gonna be so honest.
What?
What?
You don't watch the greatest show of all time, Rampage?
Oh my god, the greatest wrestling match of all time between Edge and Randy Orton?
It's a great match,
It
man.
really was. So, we go from the interview, and there's no handshake at the end, by the way. The disrespect to Vampiro is severe.
Do people handshake at the end of matches? Oh, wait, no, the interview.
The interview. And then
I got really confused. When was the last time they handshake? Because I know in 205 Live they handshake, and that was like the only time I seen people handshake during wrestling matches.
Yeah, they were probably the
everything.
first to do it 205 Live. I
They
think.
were. 205 Live was very experimental, you know?
Yeah, I think so. And so, Steven, we
Yes.
cut back to the match, and Tejano just squashes poor little Superfly. It's a
Poor
very sad affair.
dude.
I know. And then the match is
He doesn't
over.
have a gimmick. He's just a lucha man. Not even like cool. Like Phoenix is cool. He's just a guy.
He wears
in a
tan
lucha
all the
hat.
time, and it's not flattering. Like, literally stop wearing tan gear. Your skin is
Superfly,
already
man.
so tan. It's not
Look
good.
naked
He really
and
does.
afraid. Stop.
You're so right. So, after the match, though, Steven, after Tejano murders Superfly, Alberto El Patron appears at the top of the temple, and he is wearing a V-neck.
My favorite. Do people wear V-necks anymore, by the way?
No
I
way.
feel like no one wears V-necks anymore. Unless they're like super jacked. Or like, it makes sense to wear a V-neck.
I don't
if you're,
even
like,
think
jacked,
that.
you
I
know?
don't think super jacked people wear V-necks. I feel like
Do they?
super
I
feminine
feel
people
like
wear
it's not, like-
V-necks, you know?
No, you're just being weird, dude.
What?
You're just being weird.
Oh
You're
my
just being
god.
weird, dude.
I
You
think
can't
if
say
you're
that.
feminine and you're jacked, V-necks are perfect, you know? But we have to have both these features. Alberto El Patron, though, runs after Tejano. Tejano flees the ring, and Alberto like follows in quick pursuit, and he fucks up Tejano with a bull rope. So like, that's cool, I
Wow.
guess. I don't know.
That's some long-term booking right there, dude. That's retelling what happened last week.
Yo, how do you feel about this story, by the way? Alberto and random Tejano dude.
I don't care.
Right?
Like, I don't know who this Tejano guy is. I don't care about Alberto. You know, he's kind of like a bad dude.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. At the time, though,
I mean,
people
he's
were
like-
so pumped that Alberto was there. You know, it was a big deal.
Well, Alberto was like a good wrestler, right? Like he's like perfect in the ring theoretically. He just
Perfect?
does all his moves so crispily.
Does he?
He's really crispy with his moves.
I always
I
saw
think-
him
I
in
don't
like that
know.
CM Punk style, where it's like not crisp at all, where it's like kind of like not floppy, but like flimsy. You know?
Nah.
No.
He's not scrappy, dude. He's not like Enzo.
I can't tell if it's me being sick or you just being insane, Steven. I don't know how to follow this conversation.
Nah.
Um,
It's just how great this like segment is, you know. These two wrestlers really care about.
yeah, you're
you
so
know?
right. You were
It's
so
just
right.
really hard to describe this less than 2-minute segment.
Really true. Was it less than 2 minutes of the match?
It felt like less than 2 minutes.
That's so sad. But Steven, the segment that you thought we were talking about earlier in the night finally happens now, as it's Brian Cage confronting Dario Cueto. And Cage says, "It's time you do what's right, and you crown me Lucha Underground champion, Dario."
I'm gonna be honest. Whenever Brian Cage like talks, I get really scared.
You
It's like,
should
fuck.
as well. Yeah, like they should trust him
Like,
with a mic.
Oh man, it's like oh no.
What's good is it's not a live microphone. Like he'd be fucked if this were live TV.
Oh, they got like multiple takes.
Exactly.
How many takes do you think it takes Cage to do these?
So like unironically, I imagine at least 10. You know.
Because like Dario, I see him being like really good.
Well, he's an
you know?
actor. He's an actor by trade.
Yeah.
He's not a wrestler.
But like Cage is like, you give me title, me angry.
Hell yeah. He says, "I've destroyed
like
Puma
that.
twice and Mundo too."
And Dario was like, no, dude, you lost one of those matches.
Yeah,
for me."
Quaid was like, I'd love for you to be my champion. You have everything I want in a champion, Cage, but you did lose to Puma the last time you fought one another.
He didn't say how he lost, you know?
No, wasn't it DQ?
I'm pretty sure it was a DQ,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
So he says, what we'll do, Cage, is next week you'll fight Puma one-on-one in a non-title match. And if you can beat him, then you'll get another title shot for the Lucha Underground Championship.
I mean, he's gonna win the next match and then lose the title match.
No, they're just going to bury Cage. He's out of the company in a month. That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Very, very believable.
Yeah. And then Cage says, make sure to give me a real title belt, not this Aztec piece of crap. And he throws...
Okay, so it's canon, right? That is just like an old belt from like the Aztec days.
It's a shitty
Okay.
little belt, which I'm
Okay,
glad
I
they
felt bad
acknowledge
for
it.
shitting. I felt bad because I thought it looked bad when it debuted. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
that doesn't look good. And I wasn't like brave enough to tell you that I thought it looked like shit. Because I didn't realize I'd get a new belt.
It works out. It works out, Steven. But it's at this point,
Good.
Brian Cage leaves Dario's office, and another man enters. Chavo Guerrero busts in. Oh my gosh.
Oh, ooh.
Woohoo! He says, listen,
He's like-
Dario, you tell Mexico they got what they wanted. I'm leaving this place. I quit.
Did they want that?
I don't know. And why is he confused about Mexico? Was Mil Muertes actually in canon fighting on behalf of Mexico?
I assume Mexico's like a face here, right?
Well, definitely
I think.
Mexico's a face here. Yeah,
Okay.
I think
Is
so.
Mil a face?
Oh, well, he's getting cucked, which like that's never like.
Well, the cucker is the face in like this company.
Oh, you're right. With like Angelico
Yeah.
and Phoenix so far, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I'm not too certain. Chavo does quit. He says, I'm gonna hang out with my family. And Dario says, well, I wish you the best.
I'm hanging out with a family, guys.
Hell,
I'm
yeah.
leaving. I'm a family man.
Yes, he is.
And then he drives his car away and he's never seen ever again.
And Dario says, I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Chavo leaves. And then Dario whispers to himself, the gods are not
Pussy.
going to be happy about this. or I think that too. I think both of those. But why the fuck would the gods be upset about Chavo leaving? Literally, like,
He's
why?
the fan favorite.
No.
They didn't Dario. You didn't treat Chavo right. You know, like he kind of like shut on Chavo the entire time he was in the company.
Honestly, made him
and you're
cry
like you're
that one
surprised about
time.
him leaving. I don't know, man.
You didn't treat him well. Why would he have any incentive to stay with you? It makes no sense.
The poor gods.
Yeah.
They're just really big
honestly.
fan of Chavo. All of them.
They are. Me too. So, Steven, we go finally now to the main event of the evening. We set it up earlier. It's the Crew versus the Freaks.
Is that their names?
Dario called them Freaks, you know? So,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
yeah.
Poor guys. I
but
mean, like they're not doing anything, you know.
no, they're just living life. Masquerita Sagrada's just a little person. Pimpinella is
Yeah.
just having fun. I mean, Pimpinella is trying to sexually assault people, which is not cool.
I mean, so was like a lot of people in the company too.
But again, the same with Matt Stryker earlier being a pervert. This doesn't
Yeah.
justify it, you know? Like, just because Angelico is a pervert does not mean Pimpinella should
Maybe
also
it's
be
like
a pervert.
Hannibal Lecter, where like I gotta kill the perverts, but I am a pervert, you know,
Maybe.
like that.
But Matt Stryker, whenever Pimpinella appears, Matt Stryker immediately accuses him of like faking his cross-dressing. And like being like, he does this, a lot of people say, there's a lot of speculation, this is just mind games, that he just does it to get into the head of his opponents. Which,
Makes sense.
it's so annoying, because it's like, that is Matt Stryker being uncomfortable with Pimpinella. Like, just actually, like, fucked up, which is, you know?
I mean, this is like what 2015, right? Was it that
Mhm.
common for that? I don't know. How
Oh.
common was like cross-dressing and wrestling at the time?
What was that?
How common is it? Because I know
In
like,
Mexico, it was very common. Exoticos have
it
been
makes
a
it
thing
like
for
Mexico, right?
forever.
That's what I think, but like
Mhm.
not like Matt Stryker's like TNA WWE run, right? Like it's usually
No,
no,
I
a
don't
joke in those companies, right?
Know how many cross-dressers there were in TNA at the time, unfortunately. I don't.
What's name one?
I could see Eric Young cross-dressing. You know, like I could see that, like during his TNA run.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like maybe when he won the women's tag title, you know, that could have been it.
Santina did it, right? Santino.
Oh shit, Santina Morella, you're right. Matt Stryker was
and
there
making
for
like
that.
the best women wrestler ever.
Oh
Like
yeah.
canonically.
Miss WrestleMania was Santina Morella. That was so beautiful. That was a beautiful
Pretty
moment.
sick.
So the match starts though, Steven, with the Crew already in the ring. It's a no disqualification match, and oh my god, they have entrance
How do they know
gear.
who's tagged in?
I don't know, man. I don't give a shit. It's Lucha Underground.
How did they keep track of that?
I don't. If it's Rick Knox, he's not. You know, that's just as par for the
They
course.
just don't do their job. They just count. That's all they do.
But the crew, they're wearing jerseys, Steven. They're all wearing jerseys that say the crew, and we need these.
They got merch, bro.
Oh my god! Like, do you think they
Is it
sold
on
them? No, there's no way. I think
You
we
gotta sell the
checked.
shows, right?
No, I don't think they sold merch for Lucha Underground. Like aside from like on their website, and they definitely weren't
What?
fucking selling crew jerseys.
Do
you
people
know?
wear merch in the crowd?
Not really. Like there's the Lucha Underground T-shirts, but that's about it.
Oh, I hate those t-shirts, just the logo.
We just have to make
so
our own.
bad.
We have to make.
Have you
our...
seen the LGBT WWE one? Where it's just the
No.
logo, and it's just together in like rainbows. It's so lazy.
That's cool. No, I didn't see that one, but I do know we need to make these jerseys ourselves, Steven, okay?
I wear my AEW shirt proudly, dude.
Yo,
okay?
as
It
you
says
should.
AEW on it.
Hell yeah. Do you wear your
They know
podcaster
I'm
shirt
awesome.
proudly?
Maybe I haven't seen it in a bit.
What the fuck?
Might
You
have
gotta
lost
wear
it.
that. You gotta wear that on
I'm
Sunday.
wondering that.
You
Yeah.
need to. You
Maybe.
lost your
Hey, guys.
podcaster shirt?
No, I found it in my bed. It was like underneath like the bed frame. I gotta pick it up.
What the
And I
hell,
watched
Steven?
it. And it was awesome.
Let's go.
Speaking of Sunday, guys, we might do something really cool.
No spoilers.
I'm not promising anything,
Yeah, it won't be up Sunday. Sunday will have already passed by the time this podcast is live. Just
but
like
we might record something really cool on the weekend.
we may, given that JC is not sick and able to make it to San Antonio.
It really depends, on the situation, guys.
It really does. It really does.
50-50.
But Steven, back to this match. The crew is fucking up the freaks hardcore, okay? Weapons in the ring. They're using the ring apron. They're using all of it. Pimpinella
Washing
needs...
everybody was sick.
Exactly. Pimpinella needs medical assistance, and he gets stretchered out. Mr. Cisco curb stomps Masquerita Sagrada on a chair. He gets stretchered out. It's awesome. It's badass. The
Dude, they're
crew is
really
fucking
pushing the crew
cleaning
to be like the
house.
most like deadly team ever, which is like so funny to me because they all look like just random like dudes on the street.
Yeah, they're not intimidating.
You
They're really not.
you look at this and it's like, oh man, it's just a dude.
Just dudes.
You
Just
know?
dudes being dudes, It's pretty sick. But I was so confused when Dario announced this match and Sexy was on the team with Masquerita and Pimpinella because it's like, is that how they think of Sexy? Does Sexy belong in that ranking with them? But
No, right?
it gets down to where it's basically a 3-on-1 assault, whether it's the crew versus Sexy. And Sexy
What is
has,
the
like,
tiers
a lot of
for
offense.
people for like on the card? I assume Sexy's like on the higher power, right? Like maybe mid
Upper mid card?
I would say upper. Upper's like Phoenix,
No.
like Cage, maybe.
I don't know.
'Cause I feel like Mill power level wise is like the strongest, but card wise he's like mid upper.
Well, let's
you
just
know.
think about it. Who is our pinnacle? Who's at the peak? Obviously, the crew.
Crew.
Mr. Cisco's up there.
Together the crew are like the strongest, but separately they're kind of weak on their own.
Don't say that. We haven't seen them in singles competition yet, okay? You can't say that. You're judging a book
sorry.
by its cover, Steven. That's fucked up,
What?
okay?
No, I'm judging a book by its pages.
Oh, you're right. This is when it happens,
Yeah.
by the way. Matt Stryker says, Mr. Cisco is checking out Sexy Star right now, and they call me sexist and misogynistic. Which
I
is
mean,
like, yeah,
they're
we
both-
do.
They're both right.
It's true. And also, Mr. Cisco, let him do what he wants, okay? That man earns his
Yeah.
pay. Okay?
Yeah, man, he's gonna feed his family, man.
Exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. So Sexy is fucking
Was he
him
even
up.
doing that, or was he just like looking at her?
Yeah,
in the match?
he was being a creep, but he was doing it like to like get in her head. Of course, we can justify it when it's people we like.
sexually
Yeah,
sexually harassing people.
Mhm. When it's people we like, we can justify it. And so Sexy is starting to fuck him up until she isn't, and it's back to a 3-on-1 beatdown. And then Steven, the match is I think all but thrown out because Big Rick comes out, and there's only like a minute left in the show, by the way, when Big Rick comes out, and
Yeah, it was awesome.
he has an eye patch and blue jeans. Those are the only clothes he's wearing.
No cigar.
No cigar, and he's stalking down to the ring. Okay, Sexy is able to get the roll up on I don't even know who, one of the people in the crew, and gets the win because they're also distracted by
One of
Big Rick. Yeah,
I love that, like in wrestling, how like the worst thing to do in a match is to pop up on like the entrance ramp, and then like you just lose automatically if you're in the ring and looking at the dude. It's just awesome, man.
what do you
know?
mean?
They get distracted like cats,
Yeah, it's tough.
wrestlers.
It's tough. There were so many distractions tonight, Steven. There were so many.
What are they gonna do to you?
I don't know.
You know,
This is
you
a
just stand
fucked up
there.
episode of Lucha Underground, though. That was the main event.
Honestly, it wasn't that great. I'm gonna be honest. This episode wasn't the best.
No, I love the crew.
I think it was one of the
main
weaker
eventing.
ones.
Yeah.
I thought the crew should have won, to be honest, but
Yeah.
I don't book it. I just fantasy book, dude. I don't know how to.
But it was
book
like almost
shows.
all matches I didn't care about, minus Chavo and Mill.
See, I feel like Chavo Mill could have been the main event and been like cooler.
Well, that's what they said when they opened the show. They're like, it's a bookend main event episode of Lucha Underground.
Oh.
No, it's
so
not.
Just leave. Just leave after the match is done, guys.
Yeah.
Sick.
But basically, after Sexy Star gets the roll up, the crew all runs away from who Matt Striker calls the Angry One-Eyed Man.
No,
Which-
not the Cyclops.
It's a way better nickname than the Urban Thing. You know?
The Urban Thing.
The Urban One-Eyed Man.
Maybe he calls it Urban Thing and get rid of the I in Thing. Be really messed up if he did.
What?
Unless, because he lost an I. So they
Oh!
get rid of I from Thing.
The Urban Thing.
The Thing.
That's cool, Steven. That's great. That's wonderful.
That's why I'm putting on my t-shirt for Big Rick.
The Urban Thing?
Everything.
That's cool. Well, I could so make
But,
a t-shirt, like, do an illustration of the thing, but have it be Big Rick.
It's just too bad it looks really stupid if you wear like an Urban Thing shirt in real life.
Well,
Like in public, you wear an Urban Thing shirt, you're getting beat up, dude.
Urban Thing? No, 'cause
Yeah.
Urban Thing could be, like, I think a successful, like, clothing brand when you think
Like
about
Urban
it.
Outfitters?
Yeah, Urban Thing. But
Urban
when
Thing?
it's in the context of calling a large black man that, it's like we lose how
A
acceptable
large
it
one-eyed
is.
black man.
Exactly.
Yikers.
So Matt Striker is fucking crazy. That's Vampiro was well behaved this episode. Okay, like I was
This
impressed.
episode was bad. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't
That's
really like
true.
this episode. It was not a good episode of Lucha. I think it was like my least favorite episode. I'm
That's
gonna be
fair.
honest.
That's fair. Yeah, I didn't. There's nothing I can walk away from. And be
It's
like, oh,
not
I
a
enjoyed
good
it.
episode.
No, it's really not. But
But
you know,
it's all build up. It's filler, like it's filler
It
for
is.
the real main event of next week.
let's go. Which is
It's Prince Puma versus Cage.
let's go. No, they're gonna put that match on in the middle of the show. It's gonna be 5
They
minutes.
might do that.
Johnny
I'm not
Muno's
gonna
gonna
be
come
honest.
out, distract. It's over.
No,
It's gonna be it.
I feel like Bryan Cage has to win, right? Because like if like they set up like the end goal, if you're gonna have a title match after you win this match. Have they ever done a storyline where like you win this match, you get a title shot, and then you just don't win? And then
I'm
like,
sure. I don't know about Lucha Underground specifically, but
happens.
WWE definitely has. You know.
all right.
But I would say that Cage probably cheats to win. No, that's my assumption. Cage
Does he
will-
need a cheat? Is he a cheater? I feel like he's been winning his matches pretty clean.
He's been losing all of them via DQ. That's
I mean, that's pretty clean, right? For
no,
him.
it's the opposite of clean.
What's
Yeah,
What's-
it's a
he's
dirty
losing
loss. I guess so, Steven. Whatever.
you lose dirty if you get DQ'd
You're so
by
right.
someone like hitting you with a chair,
You are so right. Well,
but then
Steven,
you blame it on someone else.
that was season 1, episode I believe 15. Let me double check that. But
Wow.
yeah, season 1, episode
Mid-season
15
finale.
of Lucha Underground. What?
Mid-season finale.
No.
But it wasn't. It was
No,
not.
it wasn't.
The mid-season
That'd be
finale
a
at all.
fucked up mid-season finale. If they went on like a 6-month hiatus after that, that'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Eye
I'm-
for
it
an
had
eye.
like, honestly, I feel like all these Sexy Star episodes where she's in it, I just like stop caring.
Tune out.
I'm gonna
yeah.
like for the segment, like, oh,
Yo, you
Fuck,
better be
man.
looking forward to that No Moss match, Steven, okay?
I don't know what that means. Is this foreshadowing?
What do you
I
mean?
don't know.
No, it's their equivalent of an I quit match, but instead of saying I quit, you say No Mas. You know?
What if you don't speak Spanish? You're just screwed.
I feel like they probably explained the rules to you beforehand. You know?
You can think, oh, I quit, man, I quit, and it's just like, sorry, man, I don't speak English, homie.
That would have been great though. Didn't Great Khali and John Cena have an I quit match? Like if they just like the story was Great Khali like wanted to
Doesn't
give
speak
up, but he
English.
doesn't know how. Oh my
That's gotta
god!
be one. Was that like back when he was like a threat or like? a
I would
comedy?
imagine. Yeah, that was like the world championship scene. You know,
That's crazy how he's like world champion, by the way.
it's fucking
Like
insane.
just the image of Kali holding that title.
I'm just so happy I have a Hall of Famer wishing me a good shower, I guess it was. Stinky,
Put
stinky.
on your TikTok eventually.
Yeah, maybe
You
one
need to
day.
take a shower. If you don't get the context, guys, before Kama got really big, and like a wrestler would cost like $100 to book, I got Kali like booked to say a message to tell JC to take a shower, and it cost
Very
me like
stinky.
$20. And it was really cool because they did like
Jackie.
2 takes in the video. And then even like ad libs at the end, your friend really loves you. Like, I didn't tell him to say that.
Hell
you
yeah,
know?
he does.
What if I hated JC?
My
What if
friend
he was like my
really
arch
loves
enemy?
me.
You know?
Nah.
Like, what if it was like not my coworker? Like, you don't tell your
won't
coworker. "Oh, I
get
love
something
you,
as
man."
sentimental and as touching as the Great Khali cameo for someone who's your enemy, Steven. You only do that for
I mean,
someone
it's
you
better than the
love.
JTG one, where it's like 2 seconds long. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Your best work was, well, it was probably
Hmm.
Khali, but also the James Ellsworth one.
That was really good.
Yeah, we can't talk about that one though, you know?
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough. But Steven, we need to
well.
get to the week of for that episode of Lucha Underground. So let's do it, okay?
Okay.
I need to like officially apologize for how shitty my browns are this week, Steven.
What?
Yeah, they're lacking energy. I can't like get
What?
that loud with them. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Why?
I'm sick.
What?
What's
It
good
hides
is-
our copyrighted noise we've been using.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's kind of true. It's kind of true. But who's gonna sue us? You know, Lucha Underground's dead. Okay, like
I
we're
hope you sue
fine.
us. That'd be so funny if it gets cease and desist for that noise and we just
It'd be
can't use it
fucked up.
anymore.
It'd be fucked up. But
What do we do at that point? Do we just do we wham without the music, or do we just like start? I don't know. It's
we can
scary,
get
man.
Grayson's brother to create a wow for us.
I don't know who Grayson is. You never explained that character to
Our
like, the
friend's
crowd.
brother who makes
Awesome.
music to create one for us. Because I'm thinking, do you know the song? You do know the song Brazil by Declan McKenna.
Yeah.
At the very end of it, he samples like the "Oh baby, a triple, oh yeah, yeah." It was like
Yeah.
that was my first triple collateral on Free for All.
Oh,
That's
good
how
for
the
him.
song ends. It's incredible. But in order to avoid any copyright stuff, Declan McKenna just recreated it from scratch. Like that's his voice doing it.
That's so good.
Right?
I didn't even know that was like trademarked.
Well, like it's just not his content, you know. Like any work that's
What's-
produced is immediately copyrighted, you know.
Our show's not our content. Like our show, what we based it on. We don't have the right to talk about the show, you know. We're not officially licensed.
We're the
Lucha
lore
Underground
keepers of Lucha Underground.
talkers.
Of course, we're officially
We
licensed.
researched the show.
We are the lore keepers, Steven.
But
We're
we're not
doing a favor.
contracted by the company.
The company doesn't exist.
What?
I'm sorry. I hate to break this news.
No way.
But Steven, we have to talk about the week of February 18th, 2015. That week when I4 and I aired, okay? Because this was
That's
the
been a good
very
week.
same week as NXT Takeover. Not Revival. That was the tag team in NXT. It was NXT Takeover Rival.
You
which
know,
is a-
honestly, you could say like any like word, and I would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Rival's a shit one, though. NXT Takeover Rival? It could have been Rivals, you know?
Why don't they just like keep Takeover as the one that they always use?
What do you mean?
Because they feel don't they? Oh, wait, no. What's the one? War Games, right? Is it War Games that they use a lot?
Oh, yeah. Was it Takeover War Games, though? I feel like it was.
Right.
I
That's
don't
like when the
know.
War Games happen.
I don't
Right.
fucking know, man. Just like do the
No.
location, do take over Toronto, take over Brooklyn,
Yeah.
all that kind of shit. It would have been
Just you
tough
take over
before they
1,
traveled.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
Just do
I guess
that.
so. But this was NXT Takeover Rivals, Steven. Okay, I don't know what the fuck number it was, and I have the card. Okay, do you want to go through it with me?
Oh man, we really are on a content if we talk about the card of a show.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Hideo
man.
Itami beats Tyler Breeze on this show.
That's like a cool match, you know?
Right? Yeah, that sounds
sick.
pretty fun. Like Tyler Breeze at his peak. Let's go.
Honestly, you know, like people are like, oh man, rosters back in my day were so stacked, but like
They
at the time
were.
like the roster was happening, people were probably saying the same thing about like their roster from back then. You know, it's just nostalgia, really.
Well, like if someone from like 2005, 2006 was saying that in 2015, they're right.
yeah.
Because they have John Cena, Batista, Randy Orton, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle, but like
what happens if Sin Cara becomes like one of the biggest wrestlers in the world, dude? All right, 2010 had Sin Cara, dude.
you're holding
That's
out hope
Stacked.
in the year of
That's
our Lord
stacked, dude.
2022 that Sin Cara is gonna achieve superstardom. Maybe
Technically, he's like one of the more popular Mexican wrestlers
I guess, but
in
like
Mexico. No, I think Mexico like legit loves. I think he has like over like millions of followers on Instagram.
there's no way he does. You're
Yeah,
making
he's
shit
really
up.
popular in Mexico.
Mystico
Like the second one.
does not have
Let's-
over a
I'm gonna
million
look it up
followers.
right
I hope
now.
Hunico has over 1 million followers. Okay,
Let's see. Yeah, he has 1.2 million.
that's crazy. How many likes does he have on his most recent post?
5K.
That could be a legit million. That's crazy.
Yeah, the guy's super popular in Mexico. That's why he
Goddamn.
lasted for so long.
That's so crazy. That's so
I think
crazy.
he beat up people too, like in a real fight.
Well,
But
that's tough. Steven,
So can MVP, you know.
also
but,
on this card, Baron Corbin defeats Bull Dempsey in a no DQ match.
I don't know who Bull Dempsey is, but then I just remembered who he was.
He's the guy that, like, I think after this match, he, like, had to go into hiding and training, and he comes back with his bull fit gimmick, you know? Where it's like, bull
How long did
fit.
that last for?
Probably, like, a couple months before he was fired, you know?
Who did he lose to again?
Baron Corbin?
Okay, yeah, that's a good result. Yeah,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Next up, Finn Balor beat Adrian Neville in a number 1 contenders match for the NXT title. Pretty good.
Like a banger, dude.
Pretty good. Then, Blake and Murphy defeated the Lucha Dragons. Which is
Dude, I watched the entrance
cool.
for Blake and Murphy in that match. I don't know how it popped to my TikTok, but their entrance is sick. It's like the
for that match with the Lucha Dragons?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
That's so weird. That's very weird.
The camera starts spazzing out because like it's all dubstep, right? And
yeah.
it's like fucking glitchy and shit. It's so cool. I love their entrance.
Blake and Murphy used to be like honestly awesome. You know, I was kind of upset when they split them up.
Only one of them was, or I guess two of them were.
No,
you know?
I feel like the two of them as a unit was like really cool. I think they worked really well together, and Alexa was like perfect for them. Obviously, Alexa's like
I like how Alexa
way
was
better
like
off.
the Shawn Michaels, and they're both
yeah, it's a little tough. It's a little bit tough.
Poor guys.
Yeah. But after that, Steven, it was a NXT Women's Championship match, a fatal 4-way between Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, Becky, and Bayley, which is crazy. I had no clue that match happened. Like the 4 Horsewomen fought.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that at all.
I thought I ever knew that.
And this is when Sasha wins the NXT title, which is pretty sick.
And then she loses like the next title defense.
Well, that's just Sasha's life, okay? I don't know what you want.
Hey, no, she kept the tag team one for a bit, and then she threw it away.
Threw it away?
You know?
God damn it. How dare
Well, she put it on John Laurinaitis' desk.
No.
I don't even know if the title still exists. They announced like a tournament for it.
When they
But like there's been like nothing about news at all about the tournament happening.
It's tough. But
I really hope the title gets retired and just like it's just a drop title that no one remembers at all.
it's definitely going to happen. Like, it was the dumbest decision ever to create those titles. Like, they legit had 2 female tag teams. It was the Iconics, and it was Bayley and Sasha. And, like, outside of that...
At least it's not like, at least it's not, you know...
I don't know.
The CWC title, you know, the Cruiserweight one, that one's,
When you said the CW, I thought you were about to, like, reference Arrow. Okay, and I was really pissed off for a second.
Has there been an Arrow title? You think Stephen Amell has gotten a title from the WWE for like promotional images?
Maybe from like SummerSlam, right?
I think so. Because I know they're for like sports team and like they wear it like proudly with like the big logo on it.
Hell yeah. What has Stephen Amell done? Okay, what the fuck has he done? That show was so bad. Holy shit, guys! If you want to suffer with us, go back to last week's episode and listen to our Arrow recap.
Dude, that discussion lasted so long, like in my head. Dude.
But it really didn't. It lasted about as long as the Lucha Underground recap.
But the recap to me was just like, fuck, man.
It was messed up. I don't want to
talk about the show is so. At least Lucha Underground's like matches, right? So it's like easier to explain and quicker. Arrow's like, fuck, dude.
It's like you have to explain every detail. It sucked ass. But
dang.
The main event of the show, Steven, of NXT Takeover Rival was Kevin Owens versus.
That wasn't the main event. The women's match.
The main event was the men's title. We weren't progressive enough back then. It was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, which is like. If there's gonna be a match,
that
that's
makes
kind of
sense.
like mains. It
makes
sense. It could be that one.
Yeah.
And KO defeats Sami Zayn, winning the NXT title.
Oh
my god! And I think KO goes on to lose it at Beast in the East, right? To Finn.
I thought he kept it for a bit. Or
does he keep it at Beast in the East and then he loses it at Takeover Brooklyn in the ladder match? I thought the ladder match was his rematch because I think Finn.
I don't
wins
remember
in Japan.
NXT. Dude, that sounds like so foreign to me now. You know, all these NXT names. It's like fuck.
Again, man. I think Finn wins in Japan, and then
I think he does.
Yeah,
I think he does win in Japan. Yeah, because he's like over in Japan. You know, he was Prince Man.
Hell yeah, he was.
Not Prince. His name had Prince in it, but he wasn't Prince. That's a different dude.
Are you talking about the musician Prince, Steven?
Yeah, or Velveteen Dream.
Cool. I'm glad we can talk about him as well. But that's basically.
Should we say his like his old name, Patrick Clark? Is that better?
CLARK is. I think so.
Cool.
I listened to a podcast that Velveteen Dream did a few months ago. It was a really fucked up podcast because like only the first 20 minutes were available. No, it was like a family friend that did like the podcast, like and hosted him. So like she was very non-combative, you know. It was very odd. I
mean, like, I assume if you have like a podcast, you probably shouldn't instigate them for like stuff they've done in the past. You know, it seems like it's kind of bad. You know, be like, yo, why did you sexually harass children? You know, it's kind of.
I feel like that is not bad to ask. I feel like those are the type of questions you probably should ask, you know?
In an interview with a guest?
Well, yeah, if the dude is an accused groomer, probably.
I mean,
I'm not going to give him softballs, you know?
that's really what you want, you know, but like it's pretty mean to just tell him straight up. Like,
It was pretty mean of him to try grooming a few children, allegedly, you know?
But like, he's your guest, you know, you wanna let him say, and then you instigate him later.
Either don't give the platform to a bad person or give them a platform and call them out on their bullshit, you know?
It's fair. It's a
Thank you.
lose-lose.
No, it's not.
Lose-lose, man.
It's really not. But
I'm
Steven,
not defending pedophiles. Trying my best not to defend him. Try my best, man.
well, speaking of Arrow, in last week's
I guess
episode,
speaking of pedophiles for a second.
Stardust was on Monday Night Raw this week.
I thought he was
Steven.
fired at the time.
No. He's still at WWE. And it's actually this week he officially abandons the Rhodes family. He tells Dusty, "You're dead to me." And then he walked out of the room, which is cool. Apparently
As Stardust or as Cody?
as Stardust, because Dusty was like, Cody. And then Stardust was like, Cody's dead. And you're dead to me. It's because Cody and Goldust lost to the New Day, and I guess it sent Stardust down into a spiral.
They lost the title so quickly, by the way.
I don't even remember them
Both
having
times.
the title.
They beat the Shield for
Hell
the title
yeah.
the first
Sounds
time.
like a sick ass match,
which
honestly.
is like crazy to me. Like they beat the Shield back when they're like super over and like. Well, no. When did they get super over? Was that during their first run? Or was like after they beat Evolution?
The Shield?
Yeah.
Shield were over from the jump, man.
Okay.
I
Back in
think so.
turtlenecks on.
I think so. Dean Ambrose coming out and looking like William Regal. It was crazy.
Dude, imagine if,
Legitimately,
like Chris Hero was on this Shield instead of Roman. That would have been a. I wonder what that
would
universe
have been
looks
odd.
like, man.
Would have been odd. But I think I've told you before, when the Shield debuted, I thought Dean Ambrose was William Regal. I thought that's who it was. They look so
Yeah,
similar
that's
to
his
me.
hero.
I guess. Oh, you're right. So
Steven
Steven,
had a feud of SCW with him. William Regal, I think.
he did. How do you know so much about fucking John Moxley and FCW, Steven?
Just a big SCW fan, man.
Have you read his
No.
autobio or no?
I don't read, dude.
No, I know you don't.
I'm just kidding. I've been reading a Grant Morrison book about like the history of comics. That's the last book I read. But
Comics is in comedians or comics is in comic books?
the comic book industry entirely.
Boo.
But then like halfway through, he's like, "All right, no, we're talking about comic books. I want to rant about my life and drugs,"
Let's go. That's
which is
pretty
really
cool.
weird for a book about the history of comics to start talking about the drugs he's done. It's very
No.
interesting.
It makes sense, Steven. Well, the Ascension, by the way, had another match this week. Okay, this is their rise. This is their ascent to, I guess, their very short
Manlyhood.
peak. Yeah. And they are fighting Darren Young. And the lady on Wrestling News Blog, Steven, she described Darren Young's partner as, quote, some no-name. And I thought...
Was it Titus?
Okay, no, it wasn't Titus. I guess Primetime Players had broken up, okay? So...
Who was it? Was it the Legend guy? I forget who it was.
Well, like, I was like, okay. She didn't even mention it in the article. I had to go, like, find it on YouTube to find who the partner was. Because I was like,
Who was it?
what
Who
if
was
it's
it?
someone, like, that we know? And I
Who was
found
it?
it. It was Karrion Kross.
What?
It was Killer Cross. He teamed up with Darren Young to fight the Ascension. But then the match
What?
never started because the Ascension beat them up so bad. And
was
then
he enhancement talent, or was he like hired at the time?
I
thought he was in
assume he was a what's it called? Not a tryout.
What?
Is it? A volunteer? What do they call those dudes?
Enhanced-
Security?
Oh, just was it security or just like local wrestler,
But there's a name for that. Like that
local
opportunity.
competitor? Was it?
No, he is a local competitor, yes, but there's a name for that when you volunteer with WWE. What the fuck
Wait,
is it?
Killer Cross?
Extra.
What?
When you're an extra.
Oh my gosh!
I know. He has hair and everything. Then Titus O'Neil comes out.
What?
Yeah, some no name. Fucking Killer Cross. Who's ever heard of him? Titus O'Neil comes out, makes the save. And
Oh my gosh! Even like, they didn't even talk about his name. They just cut off them saying his name.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the segment existed to reunite the primetime players, which is cool, I guess.
Dude, poor Cross. he looks jacked here too.
He was jacked. He's always been jacked. Okay.
He's a really handsome man.
He really is. He really is. But yeah, the match never starts because the primetime players reunite, and I've never been happier. There's never been a more emotional moment in wrestling. I don't think.
Millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. Exactly.
I like how Titus, his thing is just doing the charity stuff.
Yeah,
Why
good for
lasted
him.
for like years. He's a good man, you know.
For him, he really is. And he gets to co-host WrestleMania with like Gronk. That's crazy. Was it Hulk Hogan? It was Hulk Hogan because Hulk Hogan was racist, and they were like, "How can we?"
Must have sucked for him, man.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're good. We're Titus. He raised like millions of dollars in charity for this.
Millions of dollars. Very cool. By the way, Steven, about this point in time too, some investment firm had just invested and bought over 1 million shares in WWE stock. And I did a little bit of research.
Was it good?
1 million shares in 2015 at the time would have been about a $15 million investment. Okay, that's how much the firm spent. Can you take a guess how much it is worth now?
How much is one again? You said
it was 15 million in 2015
for one stock.
No. For their 1 million stocks.
Oh, I was like, that's a lot for one stock, man. What?
It's like $15 a stock.
I'm gonna guess they gained like $1 billion from it.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just kidding. Probably like 30 million or something, right?
Double. I
said double.
It's not $1 billion.
No,
it's worth 67 million now.
Wow.
And if they had sold in like 2018, 2019, it would have been close to 100 million.
Oh, because of the pandemic? That sucks.
I don't even know. No, because 2018, 2019 was like separated enough from the pandemic, you know?
What happened?
I don't really know.
Was that when they started Peacock? The network?
No.
I think the network was like really good, right? For like the investment.
Yeah, I imagine that's why it went up so fucking much from 2015.
I assume the Peacock stuff was what like made it lower, right? I assume.
I don't even think that because WWE is making more money from their Peacock deal than they would have with the network, you know, which is like better for investors.
We're not financial people though, you know.
We're gonna be taking over the WrestleNomics podcast actually.
Is that a real podcast?
Yeah, it's a very good podcast too. Yeah.
WrestleNomics. What's that about?
It's all about the economic and money side of wrestling.
Shows.
It's a good show. Check it out. We're not competing, you know. I feel like we serve very different purposes than WrestleNomics.
They're comedy-based lore keepers.
And the man who started WrestleNomics is now like an executive at AEW, and so a new guy hosts it, which is crazy.
Must suck for the new guy.
Why?
Getting like. Is he as good as the old guy, or is he better?
I never listened to the old guy, you know?
Exactly.
Oh.
Wait, no, the other way around.
Oh. So also around this time, Steven, in February of 2015, Destination America has been praising Impact after they've come over to their network and saying
you don't have to, you know? Like, you bought Impact.
A little bit. They're saying that the ratings have been great. Which, can you guess again how many viewers TNA was getting?
500,000.
No.
That's a lot that's like NXT numbers, man. I don't know, like
they were getting 260K. Yeah, on average.
mean, like at the time, wrestling was kind of like fading out from television, right? So like, I don't really
a little bit, yeah. I guess so.
You don't like? Do you really care? I mean,
and TNA has
great on YouTube though, you know,
gone bankrupt and sued by like multiple
that's really
people
good
last
for
week.
TNA standards, you know.
Yeah, a
Like,
restraining
who do
order
they have
from
at the
Billy
time?
Corgan.
They have like Bobby Lashley, right?
They had Kurt Angle. That's pretty good.
Oh my gosh, they did.
They had Bobby Roode, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles. Was AJ there yet? No, AJ was in New Japan by that point.
No, AJ had that baby storyline that made him quit.
That's awesome. Well, another man is leaving TNA, Steven, this week because Samoa Joe has taken to Twitter to announce his official departure from Total Nonstop Action.
That's actually a really big loss for TNA.
It was, pretty huge. And there are rumors that Triple H wants to give Samoa Joe a tryout, which, like, that's so fucked up to think about. You're going to give Samoa Joe a tryout? Yeah. Dude, what the fuck?
Do some roles right now, dude. Some pretty good roles.
Exactly.
Pretty good roles.
There was a cool story. I don't know if it was, like, when I was doing research for this or just, like, I found it some other point during the week. But there's a cool story about how, like, in 2014 or something like that, Adam Cole had a tryout with WWE.
And he failed.
Well, like, no, like, Triple H was like, I love this kid. I want to bring him in, but I think he's going to be so much better if we let him, like, not come here for a few more years. Like,
AJ Styles.
So, like, they were like, hey, Adam Cole, like, let us know if you're like, if hard times ever come up and like you need help. But like for now, just like go do shit, get more experience, and then we want you.
But Britt, though, they told her to go back to dental school. You know, very safe career as a dentist.
No, dude, that is so sick that she's like actually both of those things. Like that's insane
Right?
that she balances both those.
Honestly, like how did she do it? You know?
I don't know. She and Adam Cole met on a dating app. I know that much.
How does that happen?
I don't know, man. I have no clue.
When was that?
These are all just like very vague memories I have from listening to various podcasts over the
You
years.
just gained it through osmosis.
Yeah, I think it was like
all right.
Renee Young's podcast where she had Britt Baker
Honestly, I get my most wrestling is just through osmosis. I'm gonna be honest. I don't
Yeah.
pay attention.
You're not actively sitting down and studying the art of professional wrestling, Steven.
What?
That's
We're
so
not
sad.
journalists. This podcast is bad, dude. We look up stuff and do it and make TikToks about it, man.
It's fucked up. And then
I
we're
don't
sick
understand
half the time too. Don't even have energy to do the podcast. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But Steven, I think it's about time we switch over to our current events in the modern day of professional wrestling. Are you on board?
Yes.
Let's do it. Yo, Steven.
What up?
I'm
you know
gonna
what really scared me?
What?
I had Wrestling Inc. on, and all of a sudden started talking to me. It's like, what? Who is talking?
Wrestling
It
Inc.
turns
is
out
talking to you.
Some video on Wrestling Inc. just started turning on for no reason in the background.
Let's go. Who is
Really
it? Who's
cool.
talking? Who's talking on Wrestling Inc.?
No idea, because it doesn't tell me what's playing. Oh,
Is it Liam
Wrestling
Crowley?
Inc. on Twitch.
I hope it's Liam Crowley.
Not Liam Crowley.
Fuck. Damn it.
Not your boy.
Not my boy.
We should hook up with him, man. How much TikTok followers does he have?
Why would you say hook up?
Wrestling Inc.
It's just such a weird phrase.
No,
Like
it's
it-
not. It's normal.
No, it's not. I always think
No.
Big Brother season 2, Steven, there was an old man in the house named Kent. And he used the phrase hook up constantly, referring to talking to people. But then all of his housemates were so confused. Okay? And there was, you can't use it. I
You're
hate
just a
you.
zoomer, dude.
I'm not. Don't say that about me.
You're just a zoomer.
Don't say that about me. Hey guys, watch Big Brother. It's better than wrestling. What?
You shouldn't say that.
What do
People
you
are getting really
mean?
offended now.
It is
you know?
better than wrestling. I mean
What?
that.
I can name 5 better shows in both these products.
Well, like, it's not like reality TV or wrestling are top tier art forms, Steven, you know? They're both pretty low in the barrel, but
What?
I feel like reality
Well, one's
TV.
for men, one's for house moms, you know?
Reality
I mean, house moms
no.
also watch wrestling too,
Who?
right? For like, I know like a lot of house moms really cater towards like Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns.
I don't know, man.
On some
I know
TikToks I've seen.
that on our Instagram we received a notification because some listener of Following Lucha had posted a story of them watching us on their TV, which is fucking crazy. Good for them. And then I clicked on their profile, and they're a Big Brother and wrestling fan. You know, this is
Yo.
insane. This is insane. We're the perfect
It's
podcast.
crossover, dude.
Really, truly. Really, we gotta watch an
gotta
episode
start
of
a
Big Brother 16.
podcast.
No, we gotta like just do like one of the off weeks when we don't do Lucha Underground. We'll watch an episode of season 16 of Big Brother when Luchasaurus is on it. You know, that's what we need to do.
That's my favorite wrestler, Luchasaurus,
Yeah.
that dude.
Like there's a fucking insane episode where he wins power, and like he's really just horrible, and like he wants to do a character like when he's nominating people, so he puts on a top hat and he says, "My name's not Austin, my name is Judas." And
How are you a fan of this dude?
Well, I wasn't. I hated him at the time. I love Luchasaurus, but fuck, I hated Austin Madelson.
I hate the guy. I like the character.
Yeah, I like the dinosaur man.
I love dinosaurs.
Hell yeah. He was also the guy who like outed Bill DeMott as being a terrible person, so I like that about him, you know? It's pretty
I thought a
cool.
lot of people did.
I think he was the first to come out about it though. And like got him fired. Um,
What is he doing now, Bill DeMont?
I hope not much. He probably has like his own wrestling school, I imagine.
He's probably really rich, right? He's been doing that for years. Just training
I feel
wrestlers.
like wrestling isn't the industry you get into to make money, Steven. I can't imagine he's rich. No.
What? You don't like hot dogs and handshakes for a living?
I
Come
really
on,
don't.
bro.
I realize that what's so crazy is the wrestling school that I help out with, legitimately,
Yeah.
what they like their payment is actually that. It's like, hey,
Oh,
treat
really?
yourself to a hot dog after the show.
Is it? That's not a meme. That's real.
Yeah, like hey, like free hot dogs. I don't eat hot dogs though, so like
Do they like? Do they like act excited? Like the wrestlers who are training, like, yo,
Well,
fuck yeah, hot dog, bro.
the rest, like the trainees at least, I don't think they get
Uh-huh.
paid because it's like they're training. But I feel like the other wrestlers that they bring in probably make money, you know? Maybe.
With hot dogs and handshakes.
Well, no, I'm the one who gets the hot dog and a handshake, which is unfortunate. Which is wildly unfortunate.
That's like what you get at a school like party. You know,
A hot dog and a handshake? Yeah, honestly.
Well, no, it's like a slice of pizza. Not even a slice, like half a slice of pizza.
What are we going to eat at the house party on Sunday, Steven?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that reference is.
Steven, you're having a house party on Sunday.
I don't know why it's relevant to wrestling.
I just want to know, are we going to have hot dogs?
This isn't a podcast about our lives. It's
Hamburgers?
about wrestling, dude.
Are we going to eat hamburgers?
No.
Are we going to eat corn?
No.
What are we going to eat?
I'm not telling you. It's a secret.
Damn it. You're very good at
It's
keeping
not a
secrets.
wrestling podcast, guys.
Well, Steven, let's talk about what happened in the modern day. What happened
Wait, I
this
said
weekend.
it wasn't, but it is the wrestling podcast.
This is not a wrestling podcast. This is a lore-keeping podcast, okay?
Right. We talk about the lore of pro wrestling. But, like,
Exactly.
we don't talk about the lore of pro wrestling. We talk about the lore of wrestling shows.
This is more like a television podcast, you know? That's
Yeah.
really, truly. So, Steven, Apollo Crews is back at NXT. This is
Let's
the first
go,
one.
dude.
Let's
He lost his
go.
accent.
He's no longer Nigerian?
Yeah.
That's weird. Why?
It's like Kofi. I don't know.
They didn't have him explain it?
No.
Is he supposed to be a good guy in NXT?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's probably why. You can't
Like,
be a good guy and
he's,
have a Nigerian accent.
I don't know, actually. He's fighting Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I thought Braun was like a protagonist. I have no clue. Though.
Well, he came out with like, fuck, who did he come out with again? I saw the clip on YouTube. He came out with like a tag team match. I thought
I have no clue, man.
someone else.
I have no idea. But Apollo is apparently there. He's challenging for the NXT title, and good for him. But Apollo Crews in
gonna win
NXT the first time back in like 2016 was so lame. Okay, like 2015.
because they didn't know what to do with him. He was a boring dude, you know.
He really was. And also around the same time they brought in Roddy Strong, and like the two of them were just like so bland, you know.
At least Roddy had a cool finisher, you know.
Also, why the fuck did they give American Alpha and Apollo Crews the same theme song? Why? No one's.
You know, like the don bum 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 bum.
I don't even know what one you're trying to sing right now.
don't
Bum
know.
ba bum 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 bum.
Hey.
Bum,
Yeah.
ba-da, bum,
Yeah.
bum.
Is that how it goes?
I don't. That was
Did
the
they say-
American
did they
Alpha one,
say
I
that?
think. I don't remember
I didn't-
Hayes.
Huh.
I
I like
have
his
no
new
clue.
song. I think.
You think?
What's
I
his,
don't.
how does Apollo's new song go?
I don't fucking know. I don't watch wrestling. That's for nerds.
It's like I made it.
I'm
Something
on
like
my
that.
own against the wild. I think.
I don't
that's
know
it.
why.
I think that's whose actual theme song is that? I'm on my own again. Oh, that's Bianca. Of course.
Oh yeah.
Steven-
You're racist, man. Why would you know that?
Really, truly.
Racially motivated forgetfulness.
Exactly. Steven, what are your thoughts on Apollo
that.
showing up in NXT? Sans
Cool.
accent.
I
Yeah,
liked
is
his.
it?
I liked his main event gimmick where he was like a Nigerian prince. I thought that was pretty cool.
Is Baba Tunde not in NXT with him? That's fucked up.
No.
Baba Tunde's definitely
No.
gonna get fired. This is so sad.
No.
Whatever. Also,
He beat T-Bar main event. You know that's pretty cool.
Baba Tunde?
You know what T-Bar beat on main event? He beat Roddy Strong.
Wow, this is so
Which
cool.
is such cool knowledge that I have.
It really is.
I love how like T-Bar is like the main event guy. By the way. He's
T-Bar,
in every episode of main
Ciampa,
event.
Mustafa.
No, Ciampa's on Raw. He's been beating up like random faces. That's his thing.
That's good. So he's a bad guy.
I don't know. He just beats up people and then just like leaves.
Oh, very fun.
Yeah.
By the way, Steven, I didn't realize that Kairi Sane hadn't wrestled in so long.
Like, you know that?
Yeah, apparently it was like July 2020, like since
Yeah, she
her last
retired.
WWE match. Well, yeah, she like retired, quote unquote, but she was still under contract with WWE until
I think
last
she's, like,
December.
The Japan stuff, right?
She was like their
like, the New
ambassador
Japan
to
stuff.
Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like legit. It was a year and a half where she was just under contract, not wrestling. And I think now that she's out of it, she's back in Stardom and she does wrestle again.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had no clue about this. I don't even know why this showed up in the current events. I think there might have been like an interview or something. But she basically said that the reason she stopped back in July 2020 was because she didn't want to
She
risk
fed bad.
any. Huh?
She fed bad.
Fed
I
bad?
like when wrestlers fed bad.
No, that's
I
Tony
fed bad all
Storm.
the time.
That's Tony Storm. But Kairi said
Yeah,
she
what
didn't
you're
want
talking
to.
about. I know what you're talking about exactly.
She's so bitter. It's so sad.
Oh my gosh, how am I blurry? No.
Fuck you, Steven. Fix it. This is horrible for TikTok. Where'd you go, Steven?
No.
You're still a
we gotta
blurry
cut
little
now.
bitch.
This
What the hell?
stinks.
Oh
Oh
my
wait,
God.
I'm clearing up. Oh, I'm going
Steven.
HD. Oh no.
Why would you do this to us?
I'm a PS2 model now.
Okay, it's fine. You know, I think the audience will live. I think the audience. Why do you look
Just
so
like-
blurry? What the fuck?
I don't know.
This
My
is like the
webcam
second
just-
time this has happened.
I think my webcam's like, oh shoot, something in the background, but like, what's my background?
That's awesome. Cody's hair it's focusing on. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, you just put a PNG of me just reacting, you know?
Yeah,
Pretty sick.
honestly, true.
That's what I use. That's what I do sometimes.
But basically, Kairi didn't want to risk any further injury after having her head split open by Nia Jax. Which, yeah.
When did this happen?
I don't like. Apparently, July 2020, she had her head split open by
Do
Nia.
people like Nia Jax backstage, or is that just Alexa?
I think
and
just
Mike Rome?
Alexa. I have not heard pleasant things about Ms. Jax. You know,
I know she was anti-vax.
I
Cool.
do remember that. I remember on Total Divas, everyone hated her. You know, it was just.
Is that shoot thing on Total Divas or like?
Total Divas is all a shoot. What are you talking
Dude,
about?
I love Natalia's like Total Divas theme. By the way,
Hell yeah.
She just has to be like every storyline.
What's actually way better
Oh
is
my
Total
God.
Bella's season 1, where
Uh-huh.
John Cena forces their entire family to live with them in his mansion. So like Nikki, Brie, Daniel Bryan, the Bella twins' mom, and John Laurinaitis all live in the same house together. But it's like that was a shoot. Like they legit did, and Daniel Bryan got so upset with all of John Cena's rules, he left after like 2 weeks. It was
Was that during like
Oh my
the road
God.
trip thing? I remember I saw a video of him like on a bus.
who?
Like apparently he has his own bus, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I've been
No.
looking up wrestler buses, by the way. I don't know why. I just got really interested in like the wrestlers had buses.
Big
And,
Show, we
like,
know that one. DJ Quicksilver had to.
Randy
put it
Orton
in
has
place.
one. Like CM Punk has one of Kofi, I think, or had. I don't know if he still has it.
When
or
they were
not.
tag team champions. That's pretty cool. That's
No,
pretty cool.
apparently like when he was like buzz cut.
What?
Punk.
Well, I would hope so. Fucking
Yeah.
when they were tag team champs, it was like 07. And they
Well, you gotta
gave Kofi and
remember,
Punk a
you gotta
trailer.
remember how expensive. You know how expensive buses are, dude. They're freaking investments, dude. They're just second houses, you know.
I wouldn't know, but
Expensive
I'm
living.
glad that you can provide that wisdom to us, Steven.
John Cena
All
has
your
a bus.
bus knowledge.
Cody has a bus. The Cody bus. The Miz has
No.
a bus.
The Cody
I
Express.
think Daniel Bryan has a bus too. I think
I have no clue, man.
a lot of buses.
I read John Moxley's book, and he talks about driving everywhere with R-Truth and Curtis Axel, which sounds like the ideal way to live life, you know?
Sounds chill.
Right? A little
Also,
bit.
apparently, I learned that Ryback and Daniel Bryan were driving buddies, and that's probably why they were on that table for 3 from like weeks ago when we talked
They
about
were
it.
them and Cody. It was the 3 of them. They were driving buddies.
These driving buddies are so weird.
Yeah.
Like, you think they'll be like, oh yeah, I can see those guys driving together, but then like you hear the actual driving buddies, like, it's like, huh? What?
Have you seen that clip, by the way? Maybe you showed it
Huh?
to me. Have you seen that clip of it was from Ride Along, and it was like Bailey and Sasha were in the car together, and they were
Oh,
like, at a stoplight.
It was like Neville, right?
Yeah,
the
it was
last appearance of
Neville.
Neville ever.
Yeah, his
in
last
WWE.
appearance in WWE ever is on Ride Along, and I think like Sasha gets out of the car and she's like, Bailey's like, go say hi to Neville.
Just
And-
being knocks for the camera, right? I assume.
Yeah, and so like Sasha
Yeah.
knocks on his door, and I think he flips her off, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's like fuck off, man.
Fuck off.
Fuck
It's
off,
so
man.
sad. It's so sad.
I mean, he does that now, you know. Whenever he loses a match,
Hmm?
he just says "fuck off." I'm
Does he
staying in my
say that?
country, dude.
You're a Neville
He just says I have
impression is
he just says
crazy.
I have flight impression. I have flight cancellations
Oh,
or flight
true,
problems.
true. Yeah.
He might do that for Atlantic tournament. Is he in
The-
it? I don't know if he's in it.
Yo, yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
AEW
speaking of the Atlantic tournament, have you seen like the card for it where they have like the Chinese flag and the Japanese flag in the background?
I did not know, because again, AEW announced they're gonna have a new championship, the All Atlantic
They
title.
have too many titles.
I guess
Man.
I don't know.
They have titles for shows that don't even exist anymore, man.
That's not like an AEW title. It's just a title that's on their show. You know,
They have an Owen Hart title.
those ones are kind of fucking crazy. I don't understand those at all. But
Like, what? They just have titles that don't have titles. It's so weird.
those ones
What
are
is the
kinda weird.
FTW title for?
FTW? Fuck the world. Okay.
World.
Fuck the world title. It's
I like how
awesome.
the TBS title has more screen time than the actual women's title too.
Hell yeah.
That's my favorite thing.
Hell yeah.
The
That's what-
Brit title.
And then we're gonna get trios championships in a few months.
How many titles do you need on a show, man?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
Everyone has a belt.
Hell yeah, let's go. But no, I don't think it's too many titles. I think once Ring of Honor is its own separate thing, once
Yeah.
FTR doesn't have the the AAA championships and stuff like that. Like, it'll make sense. Because
A lot of people have titles.
Yeah.
Same as titles from shows that isn't even known by most people. So it's a living.
are you saying
all
most
these
people don't know
titles.
what Ring of Honor is, Steven?
Yeah.
That's so messed up. Why would you ever say that? Why would
Dude,
you
remember
ever say that?
every time I think about Ring of Honor, I think about that one chick in the back of us who was like watching the Mercedes Martinez match, and it was like, he looks like Damian Priest.
Shit looks like Damian Priest.
Every time, like I think of Damian Priest or Ring of Honor, I just think about that moment in my
You're so
life.
right. They're both Puerto
Yeah.
Rican, so it makes sense, Steven. It makes sense.
They're
But-
both on WWE for like the same time, you know.
What?
They're both in the company at the same time.
I guess. What does that
You
matter?
know? I would assume she knows the other one. if,
Maybe.
like, she
I
was
don't know,
on.
man. Fucking Damian
confused.
Priest fought with Bad Bunny at WrestleMania. Mercedes Martinez did not.
Low key, that Bad Bunny match is like probably like what started his career to be like the next big thing, man.
His
No.
music career, it was that Damian Priest put him over, and that's like launched him.
Yeah,
you're right.
he got put over by John Morrison and the Miz, dude. That's a big push from the music industry.
Hell yeah. Hey, ho, ho, Miz and Morrison. That's awesome. I wish I'd bought that shirt of the two of them from like their
Why didn't you?
music video because it was fucking
you son of a bitch?
$27. Okay, I
Was it
can't.
really?
Yeah, all those WWE shirts are fucking crazy expensive. But
fucking
even the one that said "Hey, ho, ho, Miz and Morrison," that's fucking
Yeah.
insane. But Steven, did you see that Finn Balor is now the official leader of Judgment Day? He stole it from Edge.
Oh my gosh, it was a
Oh my
swerve,
God.
dude. They swerved us.
Oh my god. I wish I
People are
cared.
People are complaining about how they didn't build up to it, but like if they did build up to it, you complain about it being too obvious.
Too
So,
predictable.
like,
yeah.
people are just complaining for the sake of complaining.
I don't
It's like
give
when
a
people complain about
shit.
AEW for being AEW.
People are saying it's a reaction to Cody, like the top babyface, being out
No,
for like
what?
7 months.
No
So like they
way.
need a new babyface, so they're making Edge it.
How long does Edge appear on a show? Like how often does he show up? You know?
I
For
don't.
them
I
to
don't.
make him the
Steven,
top baby
I couldn't
face.
tell you.
I don't
I
know.
don't watch wrestling.
I don't know either. I don't watch wrestling either.
I don't watch wrestling. I assume he's there on like a pretty weekly basis.
I
though.
get into osmosis, dude. That's how I get all my wrestling knowledge.
Yeah,
man.
honestly, what I am excited about is that Daniel Bryan and Renee Young are gonna be reuniting at Starcast V, like for the big event, like is it Nashville, like WrestleMania or SummerSlam
Young?
weekend? Yeah, Renee Paquette
Oh.
and Bryan Danielson. They're gonna be reuniting for like a panel or a podcast.
From what?
What do you mean from what?
What are
From
they reuniting-
Talking
what are they
Smack.
reuniting from? Oh, I got really
Yeah.
confused. Like, what do they have to do with each
They're
other?
gonna be on oral sessions together. Renee's podcast.
Dude, every time they were sessions.
Did you see that she
I think
changed
about
it?
that one line from like Max Caster, where it's like, "Your wives gonna do oral sessions with me" or something like that.
That's pretty sick. Did you
I
see
fucking
that
love Max
she-
Caster. He's my favorite wrestler in AEW. I
amazing.
just love him so much.
And he likes Tegan and Sarah. That's sick. But Steven, did you see that she changed it? Renee's podcast is no longer oral sessions.
I wonder why.
It's just the sessions. But like, I feel like
a
I could have
bad
seen this
title.
years ago. I could have seen this when she started the podcast. Like, you don't want to call it that, you know?
Who
Like-
uses the word oral
Huh?
like in their vocabulary? It's like, yeah, that's a good title for my
Well,
podcast.
it's just odd. And also, what's even odder is the last episode of the podcast where it was still called Oral Sessions was with a porn star, which is just really cool. Very cool. Good for Renee.
Was it Riley Reid?
Isn't she dead?
No, what?
Oh, was there like a
Aw,
really
man.
sad like porn star like killed herself? I thought
Probably
that was
a bunch
Riley
of
Reid.
those.
Might be, bro. I don't
No,
know.
Riley Reid's like rich AF now.
Good for her. I don't know. I don't have this
Honestly.
great knowledge. Okay. I don't.
You know Sasha Grayson, the CM Punk of porn?
What?
Have you seen that Twitter thread, by the way?
No, you're thinking of the wrong person. It's not her
There
name.
was this Sasha
That's-
Grey?
Yeah, you called her Grayson.
No, I said Sasha Grey.
You said Sasha
That's
Grayson.
No, what?
Yes, you did. And I
What?
only
You
know
what I
her because she
talking
was
about?
on.
And you're just like, oh, you said the name wrong. Except for I don't know what you're talking about. That's
She
an
was on
old joke,
Entourage.
dude. Get her better bit.
She was on Entourage. Okay.
Okay.
She was the main love interest for Vinny and Vinny.
Have you ever
Vince?
seen the Twitter thread where the guy's comparing every porn star to every wrestler?
I did because you sent it to me.
It was great. Chris Jericho got Johnny Sins because they had so many personas.
That's awesome. That is badass. What else?
Yeah.
Do you remember the other ones?
Sasha Grey as CM Punk.
Because she left when she was on top.
I forgot who else from CM. Who was John Cena again? I forgot. It might have been Riley Reid for John Cena.
I have no
remember.
clue, man. I have absolutely
ago.
no clue. But John Cena, by the way, is coming back to WWE. I don't know if you saw that
fight
news.
Austin Theory, I think, right?
That's the rumor, but he's coming back on Raw in Laredo, which is like, why Laredo?
Maybe this is a reaction to Cody.
Oh, I think
reaction to
honestly it
Cody.
was. Yeah, I think absolutely it was.
Or he's just filming something, right, in Laredo? I don't know. Oh, it's his 25th anniversary, right? That's
Is
why.
it? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. What
They
better
had a
place to
vote for
celebrate
him.
than Laredo, Texas? You know?
We went there, right? No, we
When?
didn't. No, we didn't. I'm
Laredo
thinking of
is
fucking somewhere Alabama.
so far west, Steven. We drove to the east.
What? We went to
Yeah.
the Beast of the East? No way.
No, we didn't go there. We didn't go there. But
Aw.
John Cena's coming back in Laredo. Are we gonna make the road trip for it? I love Raw so
Woo.
much. It'll be cool.
I wonder if they're gonna advertise NFTs again for him.
For John.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That John NFT, you get a T-shirt with it. It was really.
Oh
sick.
shit! I forgot about that with like the Tanuki Mario.
I like that T-shirt. It was really cute.
Yeah.
I thought it looked cute.
You had to get a shit ton of shit. Was that even NFT? I don't think it was NFT.
It was NFT.
I think it was like a
You had to
fan
buy the NFT to
experience
get it.
package where like you had like there was like a meet
that
and
was
greet
the NFT.
involved. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
You had to
weird,
redeem
weird,
it, I
weird.
think, or buy it again. I don't know how it works.
I don't think it was an NFT, man. I don't
was
think it
NFT.
was because
I'll look it up right now.
You can do
Johnson
that.
NFT.
But
I'm gonna get
theoretically-
$5 from you if I get it right.
What are the different NFTs? There isn't. It's just the one Tanuki Mario thing. That's one non-fungible
That's the
token.
T-shirt. That's the T-shirt.
But
it
your
is an NFT,
T-shirt's
yeah.
not an NFT.
No, the T-shirt's the product you get from the NFT.
What the fuck is the NFT?
You just buy the rights to a T-shirt to get it.
Do you?
Here's the NFT. Look, it literally says NFT. The next @Johnson NFT drop is live right now on https://t.co/6 VCAEYOL9 !
Okay, Steven. Whatever. I simply
Right,
don't care.
son.
I simply don't care. What I do care about is the fact that WWE apparently offered Thunder Rosa a contract a few years ago, but it wasn't to be a wrestler. It was to be a referee.
Was she referee at the time?
No. I think
Oh.
she had done like the Cobra Moon stuff in Lucha Underground, and they were like, "Hey, we think you'd be better as a ref," which is like, what the fuck? Like that's
So
crazy.
funny. Maybe it was like a mistranslation thing.
What do you mean mistranslation?
You know, it's like, oh, I thought they were referee as wrestler, but it was a ref. But she didn't understand the word ref at the time.
You think she signed up for the wrong tryout? That's what you think?
Yes. That's what I
Okay,
think.
that's a theory. That's a very bold theory.
Austin Theory right there, dude.
Well, his name's not Austin anymore, Steven. Shut the fuck up, okay? He's All Day Theory.
No.
Yeah. Get it
A-Town
right.
down.
8-town down, the bells just going round. Is absolutely right. But that would have been so crazy. Because I can picture her as a referee Thunder Rosa. You know, like, it would just
Like the
kind of
face
fit.
paint? Yeah.
No, not with the face paint. That'd be like a very Aubrey Edwards move, you know? Just
You know what's weird about referees? The Miz's gimmick for the past like 2 weeks was being a ref for Austin Theory. I found that
What?
really interesting. I don't know why. I think they didn't have anything to do with the Miz at the time. So like, you're just gonna guest referee every match of Austin Theory and Mustafa Ali.
That's cool, I guess. He didn't ref at the pay-per-view. We didn't ref at Hell in a Cell.
No, it's just a thing for Raw for like 2 weeks.
Damn, that's so sad. That's so sad. I did
Yeah.
watch some of Hell in a Cell last Sunday, Steven. And really the only match like I paid attention to was the main with Cody and
It's
Seth.
crazy, dude. Cody was so red. Like,
A f-
when your neck tattoo is less noticeable than like your body scar, you know, it's kind of scary.
Kind of fucked up. I hope it's not a
Yeah.
scar. It'd be really fucked up.
I think it's torn. You know, I think it got put back together today or something. Or like recently.
yesterday I think he had surgery on it, but
Yeah, and then he was about to get neck surgery for his tattoo getting removed, and he woke up too early. Really sucks for Brandy, man.
it really does suck for Brandy's
Really
so
sucks.
supportive. Good for Brandy. You know, she seems like a nice lady.
Oh, for Brandy, man.
She seems like a
I
nice
mean,
woman.
To be fair though, without the tattoo, he was Stardust. You know, with the tattoo, he's main eventer Cody Rhodes.
You're
You
so
know,
right. It's all in the tattoo, man.
it's on the tattoo.
It's all in the tattoo.
Very marketable.
He looked so cool with just the dream tattoo on his chest. He
I
looked
thought he looked
awesome.
cool with brown hair. I kind of prefer brown hair Cody. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Remember that one episode of AEW where he had like black hair?
No, I don't. But I remember him in PWG and Bola, and that was sick. So that's how I'll choose to remember Cody. Okay.
Wow.
That's how I will choose
like-
to immortalize him.
I like his Global Force Wrestling appearance.
He didn't
That was
have a
pretty
Global
cool.
Force Wrestling appearance, did he? Like on
That's
TNA
the-
TV?
I think that's where. Well, he was on TNA, remember? Or no?
I don't remember that at all. I remember him being on Ring of Honor all the time.
I think it was on TNA after Ring of Honor. Or
That's
during.
crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane. No, I don't remember that even a little bit. But
Wow.
Cody fought
Fake
Rollins
fan.
at Hayak, Steven. And is it pronounced Hayak? Because the abbreviation is HIAC. And
I mean,
my entire life in my head,
like the juice. Do you pronounce it hick? Because some people pronounce it hick, and it's like
no
really
one pronounces
confusing.
it that.
I heard
No one
people
does
say
that. No, you don't. You're lying.
I worked at a place that sold hick. You know. Some people
No
call
one
it.
asked you for hick ever, Steven. No, they didn't. Stop
People ask for
lying
hick,
to me.
dude.
That's
Why would
fucking
I lie, dude?
crazy. It's
Why would
not
I lie?
called that. Would
Why
you
would I lie
correct
about
them? Would you tell them,
This is
hey, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about?
Legit, I'd be like, what the fuck do you mean, man? But
Rightfully
like,
so.
they'll point to like high C. I'm like, oh.
I didn't
you're
even know you guys
stupid.
had high C at Six Flags. I thought it was just like Powerade.
I think Six Flags like put it on recently.
This is messed up. I can't stand this.
Yeah.
I can't stand any of this, Steven. Cody
hick
Rhodes
or high
had a
C?
5-star match. This is what matters, okay?
Oh, 5 stars.
This is the second one like this year.
You know, what's
okay?
got 5 stars.
What else?
The Young Bucks versus the Jurassic Express. 5-star match.
When? When was that?
One random episode of Dynamite. I'm
Oh.
pretty sure.
Good for them. Was it not them versus the Hardys versus the Bucks, or is that this week on Dynamite?
That's the ladder match.
There's a ladder match?
Yeah, next week they're doing a ladder match. with
Jesus
the Hardys.
Christ. That's crazy.
Jeff's gonna die. You know?
Yeah, soon enough. But, you know, he's going out doing
Not
what he
soon
loves.
enough. Like very soon.
Well, yeah, but
I'm really worried for Jeff, man.
It's a little tough. But they got to get their money's worth, okay? How much do you think they're paying him? How much is that contract? That has to be a shit ton, right?
Well, I mean, his brother asked him. I'm pretty sure his brother's like, "Yo, Jeff, you gotta. They're about to fire me, Jeff. You know, you gotta help your brother out, man."
You think that's what it was?
No.
Matt was worried about getting fired by TK.
Do you think Matt is that important in TK now? Do you think? How big of a draw is Matt?
Steven, I don't
Hardy
know what
now?
the fuck you're saying. We only got a
Yeah.
couple more news stories left. Paige is leaving WWE in July.
I thought
Okay.
she left already.
No, she leaves July 7th. That's when her contract runs out. Her last appearance with WWE was over 800 days ago. So, like, I can see why you would
Oh.
think she's
What
not
was
with them
she doing?
anymore.
But she was on Twitch.
Yeah?
You can't be on Twitch.
Well, my guess is she was probably allowed to.
Maybe
You
it's
know?
like wrestlers just can't be on Twitch.
I wish she wasn't a wrestler, so great news for her, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, Paige is gone. We talked a shit ton about Paige last week on the podcast because she would just propose to Alberto Del Rio.
Great ending.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do you think she wrestles again, Paige?
No.
No? Why not?
Because her neck is literally like the equivalent of a stick,
But, like, so was Edge's, wasn't it?
like a toothpick.
Uh-huh. I feel like with Daniel Bryan coming back, with Edge coming back, anything's possible, right?
Okay, but when she did come back, you know, when she did came back, she also got really injured again.
When did she come back?
It was during the Women's Revolution era.
Oh, shit. Submission
Remember that?
sorority?
I think so. I think Sasha was the one who like injured her or something.
I don't remember at all. I don't
It was like
remember.
a house show.
Even a little bit. But Steven, in addition to that, I only have one other news story, and that is from SmackDown Live. It's not even SmackDown Live. Is it still SmackDown Live? Is that what it's called? Or was it just called SmackDown Live, like, from 2016 to 2018?
I think yeah.
You don't even... Okay.
I don't know. I
Cool.
don't watch wrestling, dude.
I don't
you know?
either, man. Walter won the Intercontinental title is the point. He beat Ricochet for it, which is...
What?
Trevor got fucked. He got fucked on
What?
by Walter. I know.
Go back to main event now, dude. That sucks.
Yo. No, he has to split. Ricochet's got to leave. The sad thing is, if Ricochet left WWE, I don't think he would do well in AEW either.
No, I don't think so either.
Like, maybe if he, like, signed originally with them, maybe.
I mean,
but,
his
like,
role in WWE's
fuck.
not that bad either. You know, he's just like
It's
he's
pretty
making
damn bad.
bank. He's getting some title runs. You know,
Very
getting some
poor
TV
ones.
time.
How many successful defenses do you think Ricochet had during this reign, Steven?
Probably a bit because of house shows.
No, those do not
Thing to
count.
think.
How
no,
many
you're just
televised?
moving the goalpost at this time, dude. Okay,
How?
that's what you're doing right now, man.
How many televised title defenses, successful title defenses, did Ricochet
At
have?
least 3.
Against who?
There was one against the Los Lavaros people.
What? Lotharios?
Yeah, Lotharios. Yeah.
You said Navarros.
Novato.
That's
No,
the
it's like
drug cartel in
Navarro.
Ozark.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Can't say
Okay.
that.
Oh, my bad.
I'm pretty sure he had one with. Fuck. Who did he give the title again? Shit.
I don't
I'm
fucking
trying to
know.
remember.
I'll count that as 2 at least. I'll count Umberto and I'll count who the fuck's the other? Angel as 2 separate ones. So
Sami Zayn. That's the one.
great. What an incredible reign. What a beautiful reign.
And
I hope Marcel Bartel turns on Walter immediately.
dude, Ludwig Kaiser's so jacked. Dude, that guy is like, he's a Greek god, dude. That guy's body's insane, dude.
Molded by the gods without a flaw.
Have you seen him
God.
like wrestle like last week, dude? The guy looked
No.
insane.
Why
man.
would I have seen him wrestle last week? Why the fuck would I have watched that?
I don't know. But
You're
watch wrestling?
watching Axel Dieter Jr. matches just like in your free time, Steven?
What? Oh, speaking of like Imperium, you know what happened to Fabian?
No.
He's getting repackaged.
As what?
He's like a guy in a suit.
He's so lame though. He needs a group. He's like the Raul Mendoza. He's
Let me
very.
look up his. Let me
Oh
look
my
up
God.
his new name. They changed it.
They changed it. He's no longer Fabian Eichner.
No, it's his new name is Giovanni Vinci.
Giovanni Vinci.
Vinci.
That's
Giovanni
not
Vinci.
bad. I could see him getting called up to
Pretty
that
sick.
male
Honestly,
modeling
it's a pretty
group
sick name, in my opinion.
with Eli Drake. You know, and
Dude,
what's
can
his
I
name?
rant a bit for
Mace?
Eli Drake's new name? Because like people are complaining about it being bad, Max Dupree, but like LA Knight is not a good name, guys.
No, it's fucking one of the worst.
And like when LA Knight was like announced to be his name, people shout on it. And the same people were shitting on LA Knight being a name, or the people were shitting on Max Dupree being worse than LA Knight.
Max
You know.
Dupree. Isn't he just stealing Fandango's gimmick with like how to
Yeah.
pronounce his name? That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, it makes sense of his character. You know, he's like a fashion model man.
I guess
leader,
so.
dude.
I guess so. Well, Steven, do you have any other
Yeah.
current events for us to go over on this episode
Let me
following
look on
Lucha?
Wrestling Inc. Wow, we
I'm-
got announced a new WWE Undisputed Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and Riddle.
What?
I wonder who's winning
When is that?
next 6-7 next week.
On just like Raw?
On SmackDown.
Why?
I guess Riddle and Roman are in a feud right now.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
Roman wasn't like showing up for a while. Like he's not gonna be at Money in the Bank or anything like that. That's
Dude, people are mad about Roman not being at like pay-per-views anymore. How do you feel about that?
I don't give a shit. I don't watch
Yeah, me
them.
neither.
I don't know.
Hey,
I
dude,
don't
you
care.
have to, dude. We are important. We have opinions to give out to the
No,
world,
you're
dude.
right. You're right. Steven,
Booker T announced predicts a lot of casualties to the AEW's in-ring
Cool.
style, which I find so funny. They use the word casualties.
that's awesome.
Nia Rose weighs in on. I don't care about that.
How dare you?
We talked about Tony Storm.
We did. Steven, I think we can wrap things up
We
on
talked
this
about
episode.
Jim Ross crying.
I'm
and
so
breaking down
fucking
backstage at
sick.
AEW.
Jim Cornette broke down crying?
No, Jim Ross.
Oh, I wish it was Jim Cornette. What did Jim Ross do?
Let's see. Let's read Wrestling Inc. right now. Martha Hart. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Oh, okay.
We talk about CM Punk losing his smile.
Yeah, well, I guess Punk's gone, guys. Again, we recorded the last episode so early, so much of that news is gonna be
Did you
outdated.
know how he got injured?
Wasn't it one of the ass boys? No, how'd he get injured?
No, he died in the crowd wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Sucks,
give a
man.
shit, Steven. I just need to go to sleep, okay? That's what I
What?
need to do. I need to like wake up
What?
tomorrow morning and not feel sick as fuck, okay? So I'm gonna try my
No
best
way,
to do that.
dude.
I'm gonna do my best
Follow
to
us
do that.
on the TikTok, guys, and the Twitter, and the Instagram, and the YouTube.
Do
there
it
might
all.
There might be a cool extra special video.
Maybe
I don't
so.
know.
Maybe so. We don't know.
Maybe.
We'll find out, Steven. We'll find out in the future. But guys, yeah, follow us at Following Lucha on pretty much all social media.
I already said that.
No, you didn't.
I already said that.
You said on TikTok.
Yeah, and I said Instagram and Twitter and YouTube.
Did you plug our Facebook?
Fuck, do we have Facebook?
No, we don't.
Follow our Anchor.fm, guys.
Yeah, follow our
That's
Anchor. Follow us on Spotify. Leave a rating. Leave a review.
Apple
Anything
Podcast,
else?
we're
Apple
on there.
Podcasts. Yeah, you can write a review there. Fun times.
I don't
fun
know what else
times.
we're on.
If
to be
anyone
honest.
writes a review for us, we'll read it on the podcast.
Make it really shit. I want to read 1-star reviews like these guys are marks. They
No,
deserve
don't.
a
No.
platform.
Do 5 stars, but then, like just be really hurtful in the rating and the review. Okay.
Just make fun of our appearances and the way we speak.
No.
That's what
Make
you
fun of
should do.
Steven's appearance and the way he speaks. Okay.
Yeah, do
This
it.
week, if I look like shit, it's because I'm sick and sweating and I need to cough.
You
okay?
guys should email us, and we'll read your emails, but we won't because that's really gimmicky. I don't want to do that.
Why would you call out the Back to the Temple podcast like that, Steven?
I didn't do that.
Why would you call them out like that?
I didn't do that.
Why would you call them gimmicky?
And end the podcast now.
Okay, bye guys.